Welcome to the Midnight Lounge, hosted by your main man, Uncle Freezy. Sit back and relax, unwind, enjoy the midnight conversation. Usually, we'll be joined by any and many of my friends who come in and help set the vibe, all for you. Again, welcome to the Midnight Lounge. Let's start the show. Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's your main man, Uncle Freezy. Welcome to a episode of the Midnight Lounge, hosted by um the original DSJ, the R&B sensation. But let me, before we just pop all in, let me do the introduction. So I've been working with this man for a minute. He has a bunch of projects coming out in 2024. If you're a fan of R&B and culture and what things mean to society, you are going to be in for a great 2024. Right? So let me bring in our guy, the R&B sensation, Delano Steele. What's good, DSJ?
Hey, what's going on, Unc? How you feeling?
Man, I'm good, brother. Salute to everybody watching this on Twitter and on Instagram and on YouTube. And if you'd like to get in contact with either of us, we provided socials down at the bottom for you to hit us up. But we also have a distinguished guest that's gonna join us, one of our homeboys, man, our brother. We love him so much. Yeah, we love this brother so much that sometimes I think we put him in bubble wrap. You know what I'm
Protect him at
saying?
all costs.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So salute to our brother, Chuck Allen. Chuck, what's good, boss?
What's good, gentlemen? How y'all doing this evening?
Ain't nothing, ain't nothing, man. Yo, look who. Oh, we got somebody backstage. So we have somebody backstage, man. One of the brightest and biggest up and coming stars in the sports universe, in Nick's universe. We got our guy keeping it Ron. Keeping it Ron is in the building. What's good, boss man?
Backstage, underage, adolescent.
As in,
How you
you
doing?
doing fine? She replied, all right.
What's up, fellas?
Uh,
What's going on?
Hey,
Hey,
Uncle
eh,
what's going on,
Freezy in the
Ron?
building. My guy DSJ and Chuck Allen. Chuck. Good to see you, my brother.
Bam, bam. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Well, um, so for everyone that usually watches this channel, well, I host a lot of stuff, but tonight is going to be a little bit different. So tonight, um, this episode is going to be hosted by the R&B sensation himself, DSJ. I'm going to move to the back and let you guys chop it up about the topic at hand, the competitive culture and things of that sort. So with that said, DSJ, I see the floor to you, sir, and
Much
y'all have a great
appreciated.
conversation.
Thank you.
Yeah, once again, salute to everybody in the chat. Of course, appreciative of the panel. Chuck Allen, the unrighteous blasphemer, and of course, Ron from Still Knicks fans, keeping it Ron. Much appreciated, fellas.
No
So
doubt.
this conversation spawned off of a post that I saw on social media. And in regards to the post, it stated that one of the um one of the panelists, one of the hosts believed that Kanye West was the best artist of all time, and second to him was Michael Jackson. Initially, I was enraged, um, insulted, and then I kind of went and took a back seat to that, and just wanted to know, well, why is it that everything that we do in our culture has to have a king of the hill? Like, there's no more Mount Rushmore talks. There's no um group of greats. It just seems like there has to be one. Like, this is Highlander.
Mm.
And so for me, it just kind of spawned that thought process. And I guess for me, I just wanted to know everybody else's thoughts and feelings in regards to the matter, because um it feels like we're the only culture that really does that.
Mm.
So with that in mind, what I like to know from you guys initially is, why do you feel like we as a culture have to compete for title of the best?
Ooh, I'm gonna let Ron go first.
Oh. um, I mean, it's a really good question, and it's one of those things that I think, honestly, I think our competitive nature and the way we do things is probably why a lot of people around the world hate us. Uh, they don't like the fact that we are always, it has to be one is better than the other. Um, I don't necessarily know how it all started or why we've developed this type of system. I think somebody somewhere figured that, you know what, if I want to get the best out of this person, I need to make it seem like someone was better than them. You know, we've seen movies and stuff sometimes, or we've even heard stories about coaches or stuff that might have lied and said to a player or an athlete, "Oh man, this person did this, and no one's been able to top that record, let alone no one ever actually did it." So you're just using it as a mechanism to bring the best out of somebody and challenge them. And I feel like there's a lot of people, especially in our culture in America and stuff, that have that strive, that thought that I have to be better than the next person. I have to be better than the next man. So yeah, we've come up with this system in everything we do, no matter what it is. There has to be a best, and everybody has to be better than that person to be the best. That's what you strive to be. I don't know why that is the case. I don't personally like it myself. I think we could all be on an even playing field and we could all reach success together. But I'm one person. That's my thought. But yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
It is weird. If in America we have a terrible history, a stain, a blot in our past that we have not been able to shake, and this topic that we're speaking of, I think some of it originates from there, where uh, they would have slaves fight each other for better boarding, or better food, or another slave woman for the night. So they would have these competitions in the minds of them. Well, I have to be the best. I have to destroy the competition in order for me to have the big piece of chicken or have something extra. Um, so I think some of that comes from there. Um, and then also, I feel like in order to survive in a capitalistic environment, you have to think like that.
I can understand that, and I can appreciate that. Um, Before we go further, I want to take the time to again introduce our newer panelist, um, one of our esteemed guests and favorites, Soulfinger. Appreciate you for coming in. How you doing tonight, sir?
Hey, what's going on, fellas? I'm good, feeling the age. Well, feeling about 20 years older right now. Aches and pains, but hey, I'm here. Ooh, Arthur Lee, man, I can't stand that mother. You know the rest.
Nah, I got you. I got you. But thank you for joining us. I don't know if you came in time for the question, but the question that I posed was, um, why do you believe there's a need, or that society needs for us to compete?
Well, I came here, I heard it, and Chuck didn't leave a lot of meat on the bone for me because Chuck was going down the road the way I was thinking. And you have to trace it back with history and everything. And as they say, um, the spoils of victory goes to the winner, or whatever they say, whatever the saying goes. I know I'm probably butchering it. Um, see, I heard what Ron said, and I'm with Ron. It's enough for everybody to eat. You know what I'm saying? Um, we can all come up together and make moves. It's you living in a kumbaya world where you wanna have Smurfs pop locking and the Care Bears moonwalking across the screen or whatever. But no, as a society, we can all come along. Um, you know, being that this capitalism at its finest, because the capitalism is all about crush, kill, destroy. You keep what you kill type mentality. Um, and everybody should work. You got to work to get yours. But in our culture, you and I kind of talked about that briefly. Um, we case in point. This is a good one to use today on your show, Ron. You could look at it then. Who's got to be the best? Oh, well, Mitch is better than Iheart. But instead of saying you got two good centers, one is good here, the other's good here, but together as a whole, together they make the team good. See what I'm saying? You don't have to put one above the other.
Right, right.
you know. So you're looking at looking at it that way. I think um, a lot of it is ingrained is in our society, not amongst just black, but just in society, period, in the world. Because you got to have, I gotta be the one by any means necessary. Crush, kill, destroy. Let me get mine. Damn the rest of you. I'm gonna get mine no matter what, by hook or by crook. And it could, and then too, it comes to a thing of survival. Some people just came from nothing, and the only thing is, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it no matter what. So it's a few things you got to put in there. But amongst us, you know, like when you talk about R&B artists, or like talk about music in general, um, we can't enjoy our greats because we got to always say, well, you know, for instance, always you heard who's the best? Who's the best, Luther or Freddie? How about this? How about we enjoy them both? They're both great singers. You may like one more than the other, but overall they're both great. So why we got to keep throwing the goat label on everything? You know what I'm saying? And my bad for being long winded.
No, no, no. Listen, hey, we value your opinion, value your thought process, and we just want to, again, have a healthy dialogue and conversation. So, again, yeah, for me, I try to get to the heart of the matter and want to understand where this drive came from, um, and why is it that our culture specifically feels the need to be this competitive when other cultures embrace every aspect of their greatness. Like I don't think I'll ever hear a conversation between women that want to know who's a better actress between Meryl Streep and Glenn Close, right? Um, I don't think anybody asked whether Motley Crue is better than Guns N' Roses or is Metallica better than Pantera
Hmm.
and vice versa. But when it comes down to us, we seem to have this habit of not only doing it amongst individual talents and great talents, but we also seem to have a need to diminish the past and the pioneers in
Mm.
order to build up the legacy of another. So it's like we're building the foundation of today off of the bones of the past, but we're trying to crush the past in terms of that as well. For instance, again, the conversation that sparked this whole thing was um, Kanye West being a better artist than Michael Jackson. And for me, I can appreciate both and understand what both have brought to the culture of our music. So why is it that there has to even be a need for a past artist and today's current artist to be pitted against each other? And so for me, I guess I get to a point of, does there have to be a goat? And this is just, what I'm saying, this goes across the board, not just in music, but I mean in everything that we do advance culture.
I'll jump out there and say no. It's just the way I look at it. You don't have to have a goat for everything. You know, oh, he's the go to football. Oh, he's the go to basketball. Or she's the go to tennis. Or he's the go to golf. Or he's the go to R&B or whatever. You know, um, but you trying to pit somebody from the past against somebody that's present, and then you the way you present it, you got to down one to put yours to make your argument. You know what I'm saying? It makes no sense to me. Um, like you said, the whole thing that sparked it. You talked about Kanye. Balls, his personal, his whatever he got going on. We talking about what he's done musically. That's what we're
Right,
talking
right.
about. Saying for Mike, forget about all the stuff in the past. We're talking about what he's done musically. The thing is, I mean, when you're getting it, you're going that way. Why you just can't enjoy it because Michael Jackson was iconic. He's still iconic, even in death. This man's going around the world selling out. He had some of the hardest cats back in the 80s wanting to wear a beat it jacket or a thriller jacket with high water pants, white socks, and penny loafers.
And a
You
glitter
know,
glove.
and for real, cats wanted to get a glove, go to the clubs. He talk about Shimon. So it doesn't have to be. It really doesn't have to be. But I guess for the sake of entertainment and everything else, people have to have some kind of controversy and stir up something. But but when you start going peeling back the layers, it's deeper than that. And I had to go along with Chuck what he was saying. That's where it really it lies. It goes back that far when you talk about amongst us as a culture.
Right.
Wh-
Right.
And I
Why
mean,
is
we're just trying
Kanye
to
West?
get.
I'm sorry, DSJ.
No, no, no. By all means, you guys rock, rock.
My question is why is Kanye West being in any type of scenario being compared to Michael Jackson? I don't think it's a fair comparison for either one of those guys.
Exactly.
You're comparing a hip hop producer slash rapper to the king of pop. How is that fair? And then we're talking two entirely
Genres.
different time
Yeah,
frames.
yeah. Hmm.
Um, I'm fortunate enough. as most of us on the panel are fortunate enough to remember Thriller in
Mm-hmm.
real time
Mm-hmm.
and what that album did with no internet.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
If you didn't have if you didn't have that 12-inch vinyl, your life was lacking something major because that's all anybody ever played.
You know,
Um, Go ahead.
no, just what you just made me think of. Sorry, Chuck. And I'm gonna throw this out there. You remember when the first released the video for Thriller? It wasn't just on MTV. It was on regular TV. The Thriller video.
Mm-hmm.
When has anybody ever had NBC, Fox, the CW, whatever station said they said, hey, this is the worldwide release of such and such video, and people will cheer. People were running. Man, kids were running home before the whole thing before get home before the street light or whatever. Man, people sitting in front of the TV to see the new Michael Jackson, see the Thriller video, and they were losing their mind. And you had people running around doing dance routines, doing Thriller. No, in that aspect, the way it was brought up, and I'm gonna give it right back to you, Chuck. I ain't never seen nobody running out doing anything related to what Kanye wants to do, and that's with the internet. Michael Jackson did, like you said, he did all this without the internet, and he's the big MTV. He played a big part of MTV being what MTV is today.
Right.
So
That's
let me
true.
get out of the way, Chuck. Let me get out of the way. I'm getting back. I ain't mean to hijack you, Chuck. I'm out of the way.
I'm gonna say two things, and I'm gonna pass it to Ron. Uh, One, comparison is the thief of joy. You don't. You're sitting there comparing artists and not enjoying the art that they brought forth to the world.
Mm,
Um, in in this conversation of Kanye West and Michael Jackson, if we're talking about artists, then we have to talk about the art, and that's it. Because once we get into the extra stuff that people like to use to further the candidates that they like, uh, like if you were talking the top five rappers, someone's going to bring up how much money they got, the liquor they company they
that.
own,
Mm-hmm.
and all this stuff. And I'm saying to what does that have to do with rap? Nothing. Are they the best at their craft? Rapping. So when it comes to as artists, if we want to dive into you know the creation of these projects, uh, and I mean these bodies of works and their impact and how much these records resonated with you, then that is a discussion. But if we're talking about star power and influence and iconic status, it's not a conversation. It's not. I've never seen I've never seen a 6'4" white man from Europe pass out because Kanye walked on stage. I've never
Mm.
seen it. Michael Jackson couldn't go anywhere ever. We've seen
Hmm.
Kanye plenty of places.
Hmm.
That's fair.
So if it's cultural icons, it's not a conversation. Come on. They, how the guy said it in the interview is, well, he got it wrong or put it backwards. It's Jesus Christ, Michael Jackson, and then everybody else.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ron. I'm sorry.
No, you good, man. I agree. I think that's definitely the case. Like that's a situation where, we it, it it's blasphemous to think when I think about it because I'm like this, first off, it's different types of music, right? Different
Hmm.
genres. There's a different time, like as you said, like we're in a total different time, and then to even think and compare the two, um, to me is ridiculous. Like you can't quantify the type of impact that Michael Jackson had during our time growing up. We remember it was nuts. It was
Yeah.
nuts, a freaking cultural phenomenon. And that's the thing that I've noticed with a lot of stuff that people talk about: out of sight, out of mind. Once again, it's like my new thing again. It always comes back. What have you done for me lately? People just forget because they just don't know, or they weren't around, and they don't go back and look. They don't do the research, the history. They don't look into it. I mean,
Hmm.
and you know what? And even in fairness to that, I say people don't do the history. They don't do the research. You really can't. You know what I mean? If you wasn't around during the time, you can go back and take a look at videos. You won't understand the impact if you didn't live through it.
Right.
It
Man,
Right.
boy, that's bar. That's a bar.
it's
That's bars right there, bro.
There's a
Uh,
bar. Golly.
Hey man, I gotta just really quick. I got a joint that I want to play for you guys. It's from the R&B sensation. Man, listen, it's a joint called DSJ. Is it called "Listen for Your Love" or "For Your Love"?
A listener for your heart.
Oh, "Listening for Your Heart." Listening for Your Heart. We got a joint called "Listening for Your Heart," right? And I'm gonna play it really quick, man. It's a beautiful joint. Just wanna ensure that people get a chance to hear it. And so while it plays, I'm gonna rename it because I called it the wrong thing. But this is a joint by the original Delano Steele. Make sure y'all follow him on Instagram. 2024 is gonna be a major year, and in about 2 weeks or so, he and I are going to make a major announcement on some things that are coming up. But for the sake of us keeping the momentum up and this conversation, I'm going to play this really quick and get back out of the way. Right? This is called "Listening for Your Heart" by the original Delano Steele.
Never thought it would come to the moment you and me weren't you and me. After everything we've overcome, now it's all just archives and memories. Still whispering your name, baby. 'Cause I see your face when I sleep. Drowning in the sea of emotion, but the water ain't that deep. There's things left to say without being volatile. Baby, won't you just stay for a little while? Got thousands of miles between us, but I swear I still hear you listening for you, baby, for your heart. Now I packed up our hopes and dreams, and we're sitting back at the starting line. Maybe I was neglecting or you're disrespecting what I do with my time. Praise and blame don't change a thing. Girl, can we make it right? What's the saying? Never say never when it's the fight of our lives. There's things left to say without being volatile. Baby, won't you just stay for a little while? Got thousands of miles between us, don't you? But I swear I still hear you. Hear me calling, listening for you, baby, for your heart.
That was Listening for Your Heart by the original Delano Steele. More projects and more songs soon come. Make sure you check out Delano Steele on the at official Delano Steele on social media to keep track of all new music, artist photos, bios, and interviews, collaborations, fashion, and style. All right. With that said, DSJ, I'm gonna get out of the way so y'all can continue y'all conversation, man. But that joint is fire.
Yeah, much appreciated, Unc. Yeah. Again, that was "Listening for Your Heart" by me. And yeah, so the project will be coming soon. No Sleep Till Brooklyn, Chapter One. Um, but in terms of accomplishments, right? I think that I think that it's great to always acknowledge pinnacles um, and milestones. For instance, it's always great to capture like LeBron James's scoring the most points in the NBA. That was a milestone.
Yeah.
Uh, Great feat, and it took a lot of work and dedication and time to get to that. Is there a way for us to acknowledge those feats of accomplishments without necessarily downgrading the pioneers or those that came before?
Yeah, I definitely think there is. If I mean, it's just to look at things objectively, like, stop falling victim to what people have done before you, and stay off of the trends. The trends is the easy thing to follow, it's the easy thing to do. But if you're going to talk or speak about something, do it in a capacity that makes you feel happy and that others can digest the way you want them to. Let's just stop, curtailing how we think, and just acquiescing to what other people think the model is for doing things and talking about stuff. And also, shout out to you, DSJ. I think that song is fire. I've heard it, and I enjoy it a lot. I think you did a really great job. So kudos to you, my brother.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Oh, I just wanted to, if I could, if I may, before, I don't want to take up too much time and be too long-winded myself, but I just wanted to say that with the conversation about Kanye, and just let me, before I continue, was there more that you were going to touch on with this Kanye thing later, DSJ?
Um, no, because really the biggest thing for me was um what I gathered from that was when someone doesn't have the same, let's say, impact as the next person, they'll try to find some way to equal their value.
Hmm.
So in the interview, what I heard was Kanye might not sell the same amount of records as Michael Jackson. So instead of talking about the music and the music alone, he also touched on the business side of what Kanye has done.
Right.
So then became a conversation about the sneakers that he sells, um, and his impact in that culture. Because as far as as far as anybody in the business, as far as who is known for one specific culture or genre, and basically crossing over into another sector. So Kanye is an artist, a musician who crossed over into fashion successfully, and has became one of the biggest um sellers in terms of his shoes. Um, so again, kudos to him for that. But that accomplishment, seeing as that it has nothing to do with the same impact of Michael Jackson in terms of music, which was the initial catalyst of the conversation,
Hmm.
I felt that it was unfair to bring in the business side of things to
Exactly.
continue your point. But without those conversations, is it possible for the media to still thrive?
Uh, well, um, I'll let others really chime in on that. I think it's really tough because, we all know media is sensationalized, and without making something into a spectacle or coming up with some type of controversial type topic, making this the most you know little thing seem like it's a lot bigger and more controversial than it needs to be, then what would media really be? You know what I mean? What would draw people into to really tuning into to these narratives that they paint? But the reason why I asked you that is because I didn't want to like take anything away from whatever you had lined up to talk about. But I just wanted to touch on the whole thing about the other thing that in reference to the Kanye Michael Jackson thing is that the person who was saying that they felt like, brought up the topic and felt like Kanye was, basically the GOAT, the biggest artist in the world, even over Michael Jackson, had listed all of the accomplishments, like you said, as far as the fashion and the business and the producing and then the hit records from being an artist. And I said that, when I heard what they were saying, I could understand that that's that person's truth. Like that's what he feels makes
Hmm.
the makes Kanye that person. But when you really think about it, he kept saying Kanye is the biggest artist, but he kept naming things outside of being an artist. Producing is not being an artist. You're a creative, you are extremely talented, but an artist is the artist. The producer works with the artist, right? He talked about fashion and, his designer clothes and the shoes and stuff that he makes. Once again, that's being a creative. It's artistic in what you're doing because you're so creative, but we're we're comparing a musical artist who's talking about music to someone who's creating fashion and other things. It's like I don't think his the where he was basing things on was apples to apples. It didn't make sense to me that that's how he was classifying it. And if you want to think about it like that too, you also are downplaying the creative genius of Michael Jackson. He brought up the whole thing that Michael Jackson, from 1979 to 1992, had 4 albums, as opposed to everything Kanye did in his span. Um, but those 4 albums that Michael Jackson did in those years are masterpieces. You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
for the most part, 3 of them are definitely masterpieces. So it's not like you just making an album just to make an album. He put a lot of thought and time, and those albums didn't just come out and then you spit another one out 6 months later. Like these things took time to make. Um, so I just think it's crazy. And then you're downplaying the impact. Michael Jackson wasn't just an artist who sang. He was a performer, one of the best performers that we've ever seen. He did things and brought revolutionary dance styles to the masses. Like, uh, did Kanye bring revolutionary dance styles to the masses? No, he didn't dance at all.
Mm-mm.
He was hip hop. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like it's you got to look at things for what they are. It's very different. Um, yeah, but anyway, I just wanted to get that out there because I was thinking about it. And I'm like, it's really you're downplaying an artist just because you love Kanye so much, which that's fine. But you cannot, you can't classify the two as being the same. It's very different.
Right. But before we go further, let me take the time to salute to everybody in the chat, of course. I see him in the building. Salute to you. Trini Harlem, I see you in the building. Salute to you. Bully, what's going on, brother? How you feeling? and my musical partner, um, 1/3 of Project Ghidorah. Quick Tempered is in the building. Salute to y'all. Thanks for tuning in, and hope y'all are enjoying the conversation. Um, so, as far as Kanye's contribution, of course, again, um, I don't think that I like what I wanted to touch on is how Kanye's impact, right, um, helped to shape the new sound of an entire label, right? Because I don't want to go on and dismiss Kanye's um, greatness and contribution. I feel like what Kanye did for Rockefeller
Hmm.
helped to propel them into a bigger um, a bigger stratosphere in terms of artistic growth, in terms of the culture of hip hop, the genre of rap, the way that we've created sound, the way that we create music as a whole. I think that Kanye has contributed tremendously to modern music, and I don't think that should go without saying. So, again, just trying to find ways to be inclusive in terms of our appreciation for their accomplishments, their accolades, um, without necessarily downplaying either a pioneer or a peer. You know, um, so for me, it's extremely important that we, as a culture, find ways to minimize the competitiveness in our nature to be more uplifting. Because overall, I think the theme of everything is to showcase that our greatness doesn't just come in this one package, right? There's so many levels of greatness, and there's so many catalysts and so many ways to showcase that greatness. Like, and let's use the platforms for instance, right? So, Ron, you're the host of Still Makes
Yo,
Fame.
you mind if I jump in and say something?
Yeah, sure, by all means.
All right, so I don't want to turn this thing ratchet. Y'all know how I can get at times.
Oh boy, he about to
I,
throw the
I don't I
turd in
don't
the
want to
punch
turn this thing
bowl.
ratchet,
He
Here
about to
but
comes
throw the turd in
Adrian.
the punch bowl.
yo, who the hell is Kanye to be compared to Michael Jackson? Yo, I tried to hold it, bro. I promise. Yo, I apologize
Mm.
to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Who the hell is Kanye West? Right? Like legit, no cap, bro. I listen, man. I get it. I get listen. I get it, right? But for one, how do you have all the technological advantages, right? All the technological advantages and be like, yo, this man might be hold on, let me
See,
hold on, bro.
see, this is why I should have jumped out there because Freezer took one of my little points.
Bro,
God,
you got all the
gosh,
technological
dog it.
advantages. This dude is
Yeah.
the dude that was doing all the talking is an idiot, bro. And Mike Day, bro, and Mike's Day, you had to go get Quincy Jones,
Hmm.
Rod Tipperton. You had to go get my man, the guitarist from Van Halen. Bro,
Yeah.
you had to pay all these dudes. You
You
had
had
to
to
buy
pay
these food.
musicians. You had to use
Yes.
musicians.
You had to
Everything
pay
now is
all these
digital.
dudes. Bro, they had to get paid off the album. You had to, you had to buy and you had to go buy these sugar, they booger sugar. You had to
Hmm.
feed them, right? You had to do all these things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Support
my
all their
man
little
is out here like,
debauchery habits.
yo, Kanye West sits behind a laptop and creates better music. he's more impactful than Michael Jackson, who did. And no disrespectful to the producers today, right? That's not what I'm saying. When that's not what I'm saying, because if you're a producer today, the producers 30 years from now are gonna look at you the same way. Like, man, I can't believe that y'all were producing on this primitive such and such and such.
Hmm.
It's called evolution, right?
Yeah.
If we say Kanye is had more stuff to work with, right? You know what I'm saying? He had more stuff at his disposal. Okay, right? Okay, right? But the thing is you can't tell me that James Brown, right? James Brown, Wilson Pickett, Sam Cooke, these guys are not as good as Mike when Michael Jackson himself had two decades head start on those guys, or two generations. I'm not gonna say 2 decades because in years it's probably not. But in terms of technology, bro, come on, man. And then we act as if everything Kanye does, and we act like everything Kanye West does is so impactful that blah blah blah. For one thing, even though Kanye is great, even though Kanye West is great, we can make the argument that he was never the best producer artist of his time. When
Hmm.
Mike was out, it wasn't even a question who was the best, right? And yo, chat. I know y'all watching. Shout out to everybody on Instagram watching it. I'm sorry for flipping out. IG, this is how I am. For those of y'all watching on Instagram, yo, you can make the argument that Kanye West has never been the best at what he does during his career, right? Right. I'm talking about you can make the argument. Now he may have sold a lot of records, but you can make the argument that Jay-Z and others were better than Kanye during the time that he was out, right? But you're not gonna come at me and tell me that Jermaine Stewart was a better solo artist than Michael Jackson. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You can't tell me that, bro. You can't tell me that during from it's the Michael Jackson Prince era, right? Both in their primes at the same time, from
Yes,
79
sir.
to about 92, right?
Yep.
You not gonna tell me, right, that Alexander O'Neal was better than Michael Jackson. Sorry, not sorry, right? And don't talk to me about fashion and sneakers and all that stuff, because what you don't have access to is what you don't have access to, right? So yeah, I get it. Oh, the chipmunk soul, the through the wire, the backpack hip hop. Listen, I get it. I get it, right? But Michael Jackson ruled the radio. He was an innovator, man. We out here talking Kanye West. This dude wearing a Confederate flag to concerts. Kanye West. Come on, bro. Man, DSJ, listen, I promise you, bro. I promise you. I said I'm not gonna come up here and talk because I don't want to ruin it for everybody, bro. But
Mm-mm.
Kanye
Well,
West,
listen, everybody, listen. Everybody's opinion is absolutely appreciated, and again, it's a major contribution to the conversation, right? Again, and like I said, my initial reaction was outrage, um, and insult because of the comparison, right? But this feels almost like, in terms of the past pioneer of greatness, Michael Jordan, versus modern day greatness in LeBron.
right?
And there's always going to be an argument to be had to negate what one person's accomplishments are over the other. So that way you can make the point. And I
Right.
wonder, is this a matter of
Crabs in a barrel.
egos now?
Egos. Yeah.
Because everybody wants to be right, nobody wants to be wrong. Everybody feels like their point has to be the point, and how much of that um drives these current thought process and conversations.
bro. I think it all started when everybody started getting in participation trophies.
Talk about it.
Right, right. I think that's where it all started. Where we started when we started validating being alive, bro. When you get a ribbon for just breathing, nah, that eliminated all the stuff, right? That eliminated all of the thing. And listen, I understand the competitive thing. That's not what I'm talking about. Because being in competition with somebody and having going over a cliff about competitiveness is one thing, but the cream rising to the top is another, right?
Right.
And so the fact that we out here talking about what Kanye did with Nike and Adidas as if he blazed a trail. There were plenty of star entities doing this. If that's the case, why are we not comparing Kanye to Michael Jordan? Did Michael Jordan not collaborate with a shoe company and put out shoes over the years?
Well, see, I like what you did right there, Freeze, because going along the line, the way he was putting it out, and then he started breaking in business ventures. Okay, you're looking at two different eras, and in the time frame he was bringing up, like you already so eloquently brought up, making music in that day and era was way different than it is now because I got the power of the laptop.
Bro.
I could push a button and do all that. I can store stuff in memory and make music or whatever. You know, getting a band to an actual band, and you talking about getting singers, and like you said, the booger sugar that you got to supply and all that other stuff that goes along with all like that,
Everything, bro.
all that. Yeah. So, but then you bringing in business ventures. What he's done, he's selling shoes. Mike didn't have a Michael. It was no Michael Jackson sneakers running around. And who was it? Was it Ron that brought up you seeing 6'4", 6'5" European men fainting in a concert, getting carried out with standing room only.
Right.
It's hotter than a sauna in there.
No, that
Bro,
You
wasn't
know,
when
him.
you
you
That's a good
saw a
point.
7 foot bodyguard pass out when Mike did Man in the Mirror,
man, yeah.
yeah, bro, a dude, bro, no lie, no disrespect to Kanye's catalog, right? Right? No disrespect to Kanye's catalog, right? But bro, you can't tell me that Kanye West has an impact on souls like that, bro, on people's spirit, right? Like when I hear Through the Wire, I'm like, okay, that'll get you pumped up, right? You know what I'm saying? That gets you pumped up. But it came out in the same around the same era as a joint called "Lose Yourself" by Eminem, right?
Hmm.
So it's not like he blazed the trail. "Lose Yourself" came out first. Uh, What what
Well,
are we,
Right.
what are we talking about? What are we talking? Kanye West? Because he put a teddy bear on his album cover.
and
Is
people
that the
ran with
trail
the
he
But
teddy
blazed?
bear. I
And
mean, you
because he
ran a lot
made
of people.
Jesus
can I,
walks.
I, I want to say one thing because this business venture thing has been mentioned several times, and
Right,
Kanye seems to get the nod.
right.
He owned the Beatles catalog,
Mike,
Elvis's catalog,
Mike.
and the list goes on and on and on.
Right,
Okay,
Hmm.
he owned half of Sony Records.
right,
Hmm.
Okay, Kanye West, the original Yeezys before he went to Adidas. I like those sneakers,
yeah.
but not none of them sneakers had anything on any of those leather jackets. The black one or the red one.
No, no.
I shared this I think with DSJ and Soulfinger.
Yep,
I
we talked
had
about
one
that.
and it wasn't real. I could tell by the smell,
It
but
was
I wore it.
pleather. I bought. Yeah.
I told you
My,
it was
my, my,
pleather.
hey, my mom tried to give me one, bro. No lie. I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. It was an era of Jerry Curl and Thriller jackets, and I just couldn't. I couldn't partake in it, bro. But I understood the style. I understood the wave. I understood it. Bro. The Kanye thing baffles me because we talk about him as a creator, right? An innovator, right? A trailblazer, and he did none of these. All the paths he took were already paved. All
Right.
of them. Even the way he jumped in the game, a producer / rapper. He blazed a trail there. He started that from scratch. No producer ever rapped before Kanye. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I get Dr. Dre, I guess didn't get the credit
Dre,
since he didn't write it.
Eric
RZA?
yeah,
Sermon.
RZA, Eric Sermon, Pete
Yeah.
Rock.
Yeah, come on,
Yeah.
bro.
Even if I'm not mistaken, Freeze. Didn't Primo even have a line or two?
Oh, I don't know.
I think did Primo. I know Jam. Well, he was a DJ, but I was about to say Jam Master Jay.
I
You know,
I don't. There were times where Kanye West might have put out maybe
no,
a
Primo
better.
never had one. Never had
Okay, okay. But Kanye might have had a better project that came out at the same time as other people. But come on, bro. Come on, are we serious? Like Kanye blazed a trail, and Kanye West. No disrespect, right? But is Kanye West better than the producers that were out from like 2000 to 2008? Was he better than all those guys?
one.
So how much of that conversation do you feel like is clickbait?
A lot of it.
Yeah, yeah.
I would say 100%. Well, 99.9. Because once it for me the conversation fell off the trails when you brought it up. All right, and excuse me, you talking about two different genres, two different eras, and everything. And then what really kills the conversation is what he's saying about outside of music. That's how he had to base it on. Those are your
Right.
facts. We're talking about your entertainment value, you were the entertainer and your innovation, your music. We're not, I don't give a damn about your sneakers. Your sneakers are what it is, and you didn't have sneaker heads around that time back when Mike was coming out. But I tell you this, uh, excuse me, everybody and their grandmother, even your Uncle Earl and Leroy wanted a hot damn beat and a Thriller jacket,
Yeah.
pleather or not.
Right. Right. Bro, are there any am I on a tangent? Are there any producers that came out from that era, that like the 2000 to 2010 era, that was better than Kanye? Am I wrong on that?
You can make an argument for Just Blaze. Just Blaze set the table for Kanye to come in and do what he did with with Rockefeller.
Yeah.
Because up until Kanye, it was Just Blaze.
Right.
Um, so I would say Just. Um,
Just Blaze did have it on lock. Just Blaze and Dre.
um, New producers around that time.
Maybe Shy Money Excel for all the
Okay,
production that he
yeah,
did with G Unit.
Hmm.
yeah. Forget Rich or Die Trying alone. You gotta tip your hat to Shy Money and Sell. Dr. Period. Well, he was out for a while.
Um. Yeah.
What's the time frame we're looking at again, Freeze? 2000 to
2000 to 2010 ish. That Kanye era.
um, it depends because during that
yes, it
era
was.
you had the early evolutions of 808 Mafia, which was really just um, dang, I forgot his name just that quick.
Well,
A
hmm,
DJ
Lex
Eskimo.
Luger.
Yeah.
Lex Luthor. That became a very dominant sound. That 808 heavy trap sound that everybody is doing now. Um, he started that around that time. Uh,
well, you had Timberlands and Neptunes around that time too. Manny
Anybody like
Fresh.
any of y'all like the Alchemist?
Oh yeah, I
yeah,
like the
Yeah.
Alchemist. I like the Alchemist.
Okay.
Oh yes,
Okay.
yes sir.
I don't think he was better than Kanye during that era, right? But there was some others. Knife Wonder.
Organized Noise.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I said your other one, he and they around that time they did take over. Manny Fresh.
Yeah.
Um,
Aren't we the biggest culprits as well?
I like Lil Jon, but I know y'all
Hmm.
don't. I know a lot of people don't like.
Scott
Um,
Storch.
yeah, Scott Storch was good.
He was
I gotta
high
call
tech.
myself out on this too because I think that I'm one of the biggest culprits in the competitive aspect of it too, right? Because it wasn't that long ago where we used to watch the verses
Hmm.
and have opinions on whose catalog was better based off of the um 20 tracks that were played.
mhm.
And so it's like we kind of, in terms of that, we're pitting our greatest assets of creativity against each other, even in that aspect.
Right.
And so I'm wondering how much of a part do we play in the competitive
Who
nature of
who are we? You mean we as the fans, or we as
we
the
as fans and
contributors?
consumers,
Okay.
as well as, yeah, as far as we as fans, consumers, um, content creators, um, media as a whole.
We had to take a big part of that because we kind of help push that narrative. Don't you think? I mean, think about it. Who's the ones who comes think of the some of the stuff that they put out there, especially when it comes to these writers, these beat writers or whoever. They put out these things to the consumer, or to the people, to the consumer, and they put it out, and people start eating it up like popcorn for the simple fact that that's what they want to do because you got to stir up the controversy and pit one against the other to make sales. Clicks, you're getting that clickbait. Got to get them clicks in this day and age.
Yeah.
But even before that, like we would pit superstar versus superstar. How many conversations did you hear before this whole phenomenon of competition? Michael Jackson versus Prince.
May I add something to that though?
Sure.
Um, in this new era of just show up, just be breathing, and you get an A plus. Back at cats don't battle each other, so we have to do the hypothetical. Who
Hmm.
is better? Back in the day, people used to battle each other, right? Like
Yeah.
in this era of spread love. Hey, yeah, man, I gotta show my man some love. In this passive aggressive environment that we exist, can't show you the passive aggressive love, right? Back in the day, bro, I saw James Brown call Prince and Michael Jackson onto the same stage, bro. I saw James Brown at a James Brown concert call Michael Jackson and Prince onto the same stage.
Hmm.
And you knew that Prince and Michael Jackson, in a friendly way, want to show the world who was the better artist, right? Right. And James Brown is looking like it don't matter which one of them beat the other, they still not better than me. That's James Brown, right? But
Hmm.
now
Right.
in today's society, bro, you don't see an artist in his peak, right? Go against another artist in his peak. It's usually an artist that is reaching his peak, is reaching back to knock off an artist that they feel like is falling down and losing his peak status.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Picking on the low hanging fruit to build themselves up, right? Like a Jay-Z picking on a Joe Budden, right? A Drake versus a Meek Mill that's got that his a Meek Mill that has legal problems, right?
Hmm.
A Drake and Pusha T, because Pusha T keeps saying the same. Pusha T keeps saying the same. He creative, bro. He dope, but he keeps saying the same stuff in all his verses. His all
Yeah,
his stuff is
yeah.
cocaine prices.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And so now you don't get cats in a prime going against each other, and what it has done is it watered down everything. Now the consumers of all the products and byproducts of all these things, we have to kind of pit this stuff. Like, yo, I wonder who would be better in a freestyle, Drake or Kanye,
Hmm.
right? You have to imagine that. You know why? Because
Because
you
it'll
don't
never
see
happen.
the you don't see these dudes freestyle. You don't even know if they writing their own stuff, right? Yeah, that's like, to me, that's why we do it. The thing in our passive aggressive, if I don't get it, you a hater society. You know what I'm saying? Cats have to you have to compare, and you shouldn't, because back in the day, and not to talk y'all to death, bro, but back in the day when everybody was good, we used to make we used to make tapes. Y'all remember when you used to tape
Oh
all your
man, yeah.
songs and put them on a tape or something, or
Oh
burn
yeah.
CDs and put them on the same CD?
Hmm.
Now dudes don't even do that. They like, yo, if you don't like, bro, if you don't like Travis Scott, you a hater. If you don't like Big Sean, you a hater.
Hmm.
Yo, if you don't like that Tiger, bro, something wrong with you. Nah,
Hmm.
what about people just making good music? Yeah, I gotta like it because a passive aggressive, soft ass rapper said if I don't like it, I'm a hater. And then if I say he whack, his fan base is gonna come after me on social media. So now I feel like if in order to not be harassed on the internet, I gotta say I like it. Beyonce,
Oh,
And no
oh,
pun intended about good music, Kanye.
no pun
So
intended. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think it's kind of crazy that it's even spanned to other aspects of art, right? Because just recently, Cat Williams has set
Oh yeah.
the internet
Set
on
the
fire with
fire.
his
Yes, he
interview,
did.
Yeah.
basically claiming that he's one of the best comedians out there, challenging the ranks of a Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer, um, to a degree, Kevin Hart,
Hmm.
um, and it gets to a point where you just wonder, like, is this competitive culture, like, who won in this situation? Because for me, as a fan of comedy, period, right? Um, what was the goal in this? Like, what was the overall reasoning for this tearing one other person down for you to be, I guess, funnier?
Yeah. 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 I think the winner is
um,
Cat Williams, bro. My bad.
I was just gonna say when it comes to that type of stuff, it's all about personalities, man. Personalities and what people deem to make sense to them. Because Cat Williams is
Who?
a certain type of monster, right? And it's not about anything other than just Cat Williams and who he is. I realized that because I took me a minute. I forgot about old stuff that Cat Williams did and how he handled himself and perceived things. You
Right.
guys, I don't know if you've seen it, but there's the video has resurfaced of back in the day when um, I guess Steve Harvey may have created the event or whatever. It was called the Championship of Comedy,
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
and Steve Harvey set that up so that way it could just showcase talented comedians. And it was called the championship because they would be coming on after each other and just competing, go out there, do your set, and people just feel, they judge who they think was better than the other. But Cat Williams took that as it's is a battle. So I'm gonna do my set, but I'm gonna tear you down when I'm doing it. And I don't think Steve Harvey had that planned when he was thinking of it, because he might have been, doing his set and saying a couple jokes about people, but Cat took it as a personal indictment to roast Steve Harvey, because that's just his
Mm-hmm.
personality. He feels like that's how I show that I'm better, because I am better in my mind. I'm gonna show you by tearing up who you think your favorite comedian is. So it's just, I guess it's about perception and how people look at things. And that's kind of how we got to this point about the whole GOAT status, because people just perceive that I have to be the best in order to be recognized. And others say, well, okay, he was the best, so I got to be better than him. That's just how it is.
Right. Now, I saw the interview, and one thing that I took away from it, I thought it was hilarious. He was like, "You can't bring your juiced up steroid body in here, talking to us about how we ought to look and how we ought to, exercise when you on the juice.
Hmm.
If it is
Mm-hmm.
true that you don't write your jokes, you steal other people's material,
Right.
then you can't stand in front of a face of a guy who creates unique stories and quips about my personal life
Right.
versus you going sitting in the back of a comedy club and taking the jokes of an unknown or up and coming comedian. Now,
Right.
should there should be some friendly competition because iron sharpens iron.
Yeah.
I don't have to tear you down to compete with you. Um, and even in our competition, friendly competition, you win. That doesn't necessarily mean I lose. I might not have brought my best, but now I know I got to go up another notch. So even though
Right.
I lost, I learned something, and that was valuable in that.
Right.
We have too many people that can't accept. Too many people that have been told they're special and they're not.
Yeah.
Mm.
Hey, Chuck,
Yes, sir.
why did my man just pay him for the joke?
Because
Right?
I'm who I am. I take what I want. Who gonna
Right.
believe
That's what
you?
I'm saying, bro. That's why this is a soft move, bro. Like if Cedric the Entertainer took that man joke, bro, that's a
Yeah, and I
soft
remember that
move.
from that the he went from the what was a Cadillac said doing the spaceship, but he
Yeah.
was doing it on Comic View, and I remember that skit from Comic View. I remember watching Comic View.
Yeah, man. Yo, you could have paid that man for that joke, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm gonna use it, man. Let me give you a little, you know what I'm saying, a little something, something. Or employ that man, like, bro, I like your jokes. Can you write some of these for me? You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Listen, art for instance, R&B artists do it all the time. People think y'all think R&B artists sit around and write their own songs all day?
Nope.
Most of them don't.
No, no, not. I know some do, and kudos to them for doing it, right? But what I'm
But you got
saying is,
some don't write not a nan song.
yeah, Whitney Houston,
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
you know what
Mariah.
I'm saying? Mariah, yeah,
Whoa, whoa, Mariah Wright, calm down.
yeah. Boys the Men, fake ass
That's
Boys the Men.
Yeah, I'm
They,
with you on that.
Lauren Hill.
yeah. Lauren Hill, Lauren Hill
Mhm.
stole somebody in total project, bro. She stole the whole project and give no credit at all. But my thing is though, DSJ, with the question that's asked in terms of Cat Williams calling people out. Yo, old timers used to tell us all the time, don't worry about it, because the chicken's gonna come home to roost.
To roost.
Right. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And
Right.
I think Cat Williams wins right now, not because he spilled the tea, right, but because he's getting all the attention. You know what I'm saying? Because he getting all the attention. That's why he wins, not because I agree with everything he said, or if everything he said is true or not, or any of that stuff. But right now, the internet is ablaze talking about Cat Williams,
Yep.
so he's the winner.
Mm-hmm.
And he
Right.
also realizes that everything I say doesn't have to be true. If enough of it is true, that's enough for you to listen to the rest of what I have to say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
him running a 4.46, yeah, I still question that.
Yeah. Yeah. That, okay.
Yeah, that's crazy. And you know, the other thing I was gonna say about that Cat Williams thing is he also he also shows you that he's just you know, it's a lot of comedians kind of, you know, we gravitate to them because they remind us of certain things, like and when it
Yeah.
comes to genres of music, like comedians are like hip hop artists, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
um and Cat is definitely like a hip hop artist. In fact, he came up with his own hip hop song. You remember that? That was crazy. But yeah, I think he did it with Little John. He had his own song. So
Chris Rock too. Chris Rock.
yeah, right, all right. So
Mm-hmm.
but
He had
the
a
thing
whole
about
album.
it,
Yeah.
yeah, right. It's all coming back to me now.
Yeah.
Um, but like the thing with that is like the other thing is Cat basically has correlated the comedianship to what happens in hip hop, like real MCs versus ghostwriter people like Drake.
Mm-hmm.
Versus Tiffany
Yeah.
Haddish with her
Oh,
unfunny self.
oof, oof. You know, I'm with you
Yeah,
on
it's a
that
lot
one.
of comedians, bro. I don't. Yeah, I watch some of these people perform, bro. I don't even know why they in the game. Like I've been watching Samore tell jokes for like 30 years,
Mm-hmm.
and I promise I may have in the 30 plus years of watching Samore, I may have laughed. I need 30 minutes. I need 30
Oh,
minutes to remember when I laughed at a Samore joke, bro.
That's funny.
Who's
You know,
this?
because
he was funny.
yeah, you know, it's funny,
It's,
isn't it? Because before the show we got to doing this, I was watching some stand up. I was watching Cat Williams. Last one was a World War III. Was
Mm,
watching a little bit of that. I didn't finish it all, but I was watching Dave Chappelle's latest one, and I'm just sitting up there rolling. Because Dave Chappelle, you know, he has this is a different style of comedy for
Yeah,
the most part, and a lot of comedians they call him. Some of them call him the GOAT or
yeah,
one of the GOATs, the way he delivers and everything. But it's just amazing how the stealing, you know, like you said, iron sharp as iron, man. You know, if I got to have my jokes on point to go on tour with certain folk, you
yeah,
got to be funny. So some of these cats, like you said, you can sit up in the comedy, you know, you can sit up and like, all right, who's next? You know, you got to sit there and think about some of the jokes, and you just ain't getting it. But others have you up there ready to throw up. You know, you
yeah,
throw up and piss your pants because you're laughing so hard.
it's a lot.
Can I ask y'all a question?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody on the panel. From the movie, the original Kings of Comedy, who
Mm-hmm.
had the best set?
Oh,
man.
Bernie.
Bernie
Bernie.
Bernie, may he
Mac.
the great Bernie Mac, may he rest in peace.
Yeah, yeah.
So all I wanted to say in regards to that, why I asked, was because when I saw it, I never thought of those four guys being the kings. You
Right,
know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
right.
I didn't know Cedric's stand up like that.
Right.
Like I've seen him, funny characters, things of that nature, but
Right.
stand up, uh, no.
Right.
Um, I can't even tell you his classic stand up. Like all of the greats have at least two,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and which one is his? So how is he a king? Or
I I don't know.
is this just a title that y'all put together to
Yeah,
market?
it's definitely marketing. Yeah,
It was
it was
Yeah, it
definitely
was
marketing.
marketing.
marketing. It
Yeah,
was brilliant marketing.
Yeah. 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 And
because you
now
haven't seen.
it was funny though. It wasn't like I didn't see any funny jokes. Right? But at the same time, bro, where you got Lavelle Crawford out, Earthquake is
Mm-hmm.
out, a bunch of
Earthquake is out.
dudes,
Yeah.
a bunch of dudes. Joe Torre got kicked off the tour. Joe
Mm-hmm.
Torre was on before
DL.
the okay, yeah,
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 Eddie Griffin. You had Eddie Griffin Jr. around that
yeah.
time too.
Eddie Griffin is
Comedy
out. Yeah,
presenter. Hmm.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. The black dude from Saturday Night Live, the dude from the Ladies Band,
Oh
is
yeah.
hilarious.
Tim
Yeah.
Meadows.
Tim
Tim
Meadows,
Yeah.
Meadows.
hilarious, bro.
Hmm.
Ari Spears and some other people were killing. Y'all remember this? What's the show
Hmm.
that used to come on Fox around that time?
Mad
Mad
TV.
TV.
Oh my god, bro! Come on, bro. How you do Kings of Comedy without Ari Spears? I don't understand it.
Well, all right, that's too far.
Yeah,
You,
and
you
Ari,
think you think
Ari,
Ari Spears could be in the conversation of a king of comedy?
yeah, I think Ari Spears is funnier than Cedric the Entertainer, bro.
Oh yeah, I think paint drying on the wall is funnier than Cedric the Entertainer.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, I mean,
So
I want to say, in fairness, uh, certain guys are very funny in movies.
yeah,
Bam.
I don't
yeah.
necessarily know if I want to see stand up from them. Like Kevin Hart to me is very funny in movies. His mannerisms, sometimes his one-liners just make the movie make sense. Like, but not as a comedian. I don't want to see his stand up. I don't laugh at all. In fact, I just sit there stoic. I could read a book while I'm watching it.
Right.
So, but yeah, I don't think, once again, back to Cat Williams, how can you call yourself an original king of comedy when you're not one of the original comedians? It's like it's a wild thing to say.
Right.
Um, and honestly, I don't think we would ever see a king of comedy with the original OGs who are those type of comedians, because it's just too hard to book all those people and put them in a room with the egos and everything.
yeah.
Was is DL Hughley funnier than Ricky Smiley?
It-
When he's roasting somebody,
yeah, he's quick with his one-liners. So it was just, it depends on what you you deem funny and what's the comedy. Like, I don't know, Ricky Smiley's pretty funny too. I like a lot of these guys.
Ricky Smiley, I think is pretty good. I don't. I think the best pure comic right now when you just listen to him speak is Day Day. I love Day Day and
Oh,
I
Mike
love
Epps.
Mike. Yeah, I love Mike Epps and I love the other dude from Chicago, not Dion Cole, the other dude.
D. Ray
D. Ray
Davis.
Davis.
D. Ray Davis. I like D. Ray Davis telling the hood stories, like
Hmm.
like the girl with the leather pants on, and you get her home after she done walked around for 2 hours with them leather pants, and she take them off. You know, that shit
You
smell like
know,
a fish fry. Yeah.
yeah.
so let
Well,
me
it's just
ask
like,
this: do
I
you
was just gonna
guys
throw out
find
one
Michael?
name. Go ahead.
I'm
Sorry, my
sorry.
bad. Do you say?
No,
I
I
was
was
just
going
gonna
to
say,
ask. Do you guys? Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say Corey Holcomb was another one.
Yeah, yeah,
What
yeah.
were you gonna say, DSJ?
Yeah, so I was going to ask. Okay, so if let's say you could replace um any of those kings of comedy, right? Um, and we got to stick specifically to that time frame. So we're talking about mid to late '90s.
Hmm.
Would you guys put Michael Collier on any of those lists?
Micah Collier is funny, bro.
He's
Yo,
Yeah,
funny.
Michael Collins is
Yeah,
funny.
he
Yeah.
is.
I
He's
mean,
hilarious.
I guess he could be on any list. He's just that type of, like, he's just never not funny.
He's
So
I don't know though if you're talking that era, I don't know if anybody on the planet was funnier than Martin, right? I mean,
Right.
you
Martin during that time. Then
yeah,
you
you
had
talking about
Chris Tucker
Chris
coming out.
Tucker. Yeah, yeah, man.
Chris Tucker, Chris Tucker was a monster first when he first came out like that. Man, he was a monster.
Bro.
like, I think you basically keep Bernie Mac and then just
Oh,
add
Bernie Mac, yeah,
everybody
yeah.
else. Like, you know what I mean?
Do
Hmm.
yeah,
you keep Bernie though?
Yeah, no, Bernie's
yeah.
funny. Bernie's
Yeah,
funny.
I had to keep. I'm with Ron. I'm keeping
I
Bernie.
mean, it's been. I say this, Freezy, because it's been so much time since that show came out, and it,
People talk
with
about Bernie still. he killed it on in that he killed it. You know, and he wasn't the closer,
Yeah,
Right.
he was.
was
Oh
it?
wait, no,
Was it?
didn't
Yeah,
he?
Bernie
Yeah,
closed.
Bernie was
Yeah,
the
he
Yeah, they
closer.
closed. He
moved him to
Okay,
the
he
closed.
closer.
closed.
They
Yeah,
moved
they
him.
moved it to closer.
They
Yeah, that's
moved him
right.
to the closer because nobody wanted to go after him.
Yeah,
They made that man the closer. But I don't
but
even know if he's funnier than Robin Harris.
Oh, Robin Harris is funny.
Robert Harris
Robin
is
Harris is funny, man.
Robin
Gone too
Harris,
Yeah.
bro.
soon. Gone
Robin
too
Harris
soon.
just stand there and just be funny, bro. He just stand in the spot and just be funny.
but see the thing is, if you would have been able to build it, you would have to have, if he was still alive, Robin Harris and Bernie on the same ticket.
Ooh,
You had to have both of those together.
ooh.
Ugh.
But yeah,
And
yeah,
and Martin.
and Martin, yeah.
Oh,
And I
see
would
that.
open it. I would, and I mean, and I would actually open it with Chris Tucker during that
And
time. We
Chris
talking about
Tucker.
during that period. Chris Tucker, yeah, you would have to do that. You started off with Chris Tucker and build it up, but you know what? I mean, well, and the way that tour would have to go, they would have to alternate who's closing because any one of them can close. You know what I'm saying?
Robin Harris, though, just on the
Robert Harris,
spot, he just bust
man,
out with a thing like old girl. And he went to old girl house and kids kept coming out of the room. He was like, it's like an army in here. It's baby kids. They don't die, they multiply. They just keep coming from out of nowhere. And
yeah,
you ain't never heard that crazy, bro. Baby kids, bro.
yeah.
Come on, bro.
I mean, between him and then how Bernie talked about the cat with the handicap.
Yeah. And when he said Bernie Mac said some fool asked him
Yeah,
if Noonie tastes like pumpkin pie. No, good well he ain't never had no pumpkin
and no
pie.
pumpkin pie. You know, I mean, it's so many. I mean, you talking about that era because you talking about really when you talking about comedians in the '90s. Thank God we had Def Jam because I mean, who wasn't on a Friday before it was already the hey look before you head out anywhere you got to watch Def Comedy Jam
Watch Def Comedy Jam.
and then you roll out. Then you roll out from there.
Yeah,
You
man.
know,
Yeah,
think about Dave Chappelle was up in there.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
How funny is Dave Chappelle though? Is Dave Chappelle really that funny to y'all? I'm asking.
man, Dave Chappelle, my guy. I like Dave Chappelle, man.
I,
He's a cerebral comedian. He's a
right,
cerebral comedian because he can take world events. And I already know. Like I said, I was just watching this last stand up on Netflix, Dreamer,
right.
and he's gonna get backlash. We'll be hearing about it in a couple of days. Some they're gonna get mad about what he said about the handicap, and he's still talking about LGBT. With all I can't remember all the letters, but that community, he still had stuff to say about that. And then he even
Mhm.
had, oh, he's being racist to Asians, but he was talking about his wife.
Yeah,
And then he flipped it around on himself on how he flipped it. He flipped it. It's funny,
yeah.
you know. It was wrong what he said. How he opened the phone, but it was funny as hell. It was wrong but funny as hell. But then he
Yeah.
flipped it on himself. So
That man is DSA. I'm sorry for hijacking, bro.
No, no, no. Listen, I'm rocking with y'all too. I mean, end of the day, I listen as a fan of everybody that you've named, right? Um, I enjoy even the joy of y'all's conversations in retrospect, right? Which also makes me wonder: is this competitive atmosphere another form of insecurities as well?
Hmm.
Because Cat Williams is funny to a lot of people.
hmm
But what did you gain from calling out other people on your couch outside of trying to, I guess, clear the air, quote unquote? But I mean, if this is stuff that was already discussed behind the scenes and he's addressed it as such that they were discussed behind the scenes, why continue to bring it up?
Hmm. Well, I
well,
guess
well,
because
maybe
he.
it's not.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Chuck. I'll go after you.
Maybe it wasn't squashed behind the scenes. Um, one thing that he brought up that made me go like, okay, now I understand maybe where you have an axe to grind because when you have guys taking people's livelihood,
Mm-hmm.
everybody remembers. Well, maybe they don't, but hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, man. That was my guy, Michael
Mark
Curry.
Curry.
Mark Curry. I'm sorry, Mark Curry.
Mark
Mark Curry
Curry.
was funny as hell. He was
Right.
funny as hell.
You do a identical show to his, and you do his stand up. Not just
Yeah.
in the '90s, but
Mm-hmm.
even now, as you have talk shows, you're
Mm-hmm.
still doing his material.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, son. And people call you and revere you as the king of comedy. This is like us finding out Nas or Jay Z can write one of the greatest rhymes or greatest songs that we feel they have ever made. And it's like,
Right.
word?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We don't know the things that go on behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Like you can get blackballed not by a word of mouth, like, hey, don't mess with this dude, but because you don't mess with him, and I may have more opportunities to give to people, they'll stay away from you just so that they can get those opportunities. And I feel like if you just had the opportunities, give them to whoever. Like it should be you. People in business don't have to like each other, as long as the business is good, as
Right.
long as the money's right.
Right.
And so, I think when others are allowed to speak their piece, it's only natural if my name is brought up that I come speak my piece as well. Um, if we're in the sake of competition, yo man, get on that stage and rip, put out that special, and let the people be the judge. Because I'm not with all that talking. Even with rap, like yeah, man, you can go on all the blogs and say whatever you want. He can't rap with me. He blah blah blah. Sell all these records. All right, put that beat on though. What's happening? Nothing. Oh, okay. Why don't y'all book that show together? You go out first. You come behind. Who had the better live show? People aren't going to do that because people aren't confident in their craft. So it's the guy that's sitting at the basketball court talking about what he'll do to everybody, but he don't never call nets.
Yeah. Always
Yeah.
talking that. It's like the cat. Yeah, yeah, you're right. And I'm gonna tell you, that's one thing I did like about verses, even though, well, certain verses, because we saw the difference when the Locks came up against Dipset. Well, when Jada Kiss went up against Dipset, we can't say it was. I mean, hey, hey, that was.
Y'all didn't see that coming though?
Yes.
What? Yeah.
Dipset was gonna get murked by the Locks. You
Yeah.
got dudes hardcore. You got hardcore lyricists against fashionistas.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I
Mm-hmm.
mean, the fashionistas, Dipset, they can rap, but I mean, that's like putting Kanye up against Jada. Oh no, let me take that back because they can rap, but nah, man, they not. Yeah, 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 man.
It's a different like yo. You can be you.
Okay, Chuck got muted. Oh, there it
Oh,
is.
we lose Chuck.
Yo, but y'all don't notice people still in rap also?
Oh yeah.
Because if I
Of
say,
course.
give me that beat full, it's a full-time Jack
Kind of
move.
Jack move. Yeah.
Some people, yo, a lot of people think
Mm,
Jay-Z.
Hmm.
well, I mean, that makes sense that people would think that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah.
Uh, I was gonna say that I think Cat is probably so upset about things because of the fact that, yeah, I mean, at some point we know he was tripping a little bit. He tries to downplay it and say that he never seen a drug, never took a drug, all that crap. Listen, all right, whatever, cat.
Oh yeah,
At,
Cat.
at, at one point, he was sliding, okay,
Yeah.
and he went through some stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
because of that, he created a bad reputation for himself. And
Right.
I don't believe he's the same person he was at that time,
Right.
but the problem is that reputation has followed him and has closed some doors for him while he's
Right.
looking at his peers who may not be as talented as him have all these doors open for them, and he gets mad and he lashes out about stuff, but the problem is he also faults other people, because notice, even when he was talking his truth, he talked about the people that wronged him or the people that wronged others, but he also talked about people that just necessarily weren't as funny as him and got the opportunities that he should have had or initially would have had things worked out.
Right.
So I think sometimes, I guess, he feels slighted and he's got a lot of negativity in his heart in reference to this comedic game.
Right. And in some cases, and maybe even in cat cases, like you're saying, Ron, that could be true. Like artists have egos. All artists, even they say, "Nah, I ain't like that." They do, because you want the art that you put out there to be appreciated,
Yeah.
Hmm.
and um, personal accountability has to come into play too.
Yeah.
You know, like you were saying, Ron. Yeah, you could have rubbed people the wrong way, and didn't get these opportunities, but you can't be mad at the ones who did get the opportunities. Um, because you have to look at it like, yo, maybe that wasn't for you.
Right.
Maybe you would have got it and you would have messed it up even worse, where you can't do nothing nowhere. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
Um, and you have to be prepared for these opportunities. If this is your dream, being a comedian, doing movies and things like that, then you need to be prepared for that. Um, and if you're a difficult person, the studios and these execs are always going to go with the person with the least headache,
Yeah.
even if they're not that funny. Yo, I
Right.
don't think Dane Cook is funny at all.
At all, bro.
Not in movies, nothing.
Him and the dude Pete, whatever his name is from New York, the dude do the Taco Bell commercials.
Pete
Oh, Pete
Davidson.
Pete
Davidson.
Davidson.
At all, bro. I don't see it, bro. At all, bro.
But
I
those guys got opportunities. They they
yeah.
they, they got opportunities and made the most of it, and they're able to make a living doing stand up, selling out arenas.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I don't think that they're funny, but they were prepared for those moments when they got them. You know, and they weren't a headache along the way. That's why with
Hmm.
certain, even when we go back to music, and you meet someone who's uber talented, they're Prince level, meaning they can play all the instruments, they can sing all the notes, they have great records, and you say to yourself like, yo, why is this person not more famous? How come we don't? Everybody's not playing these records. Well,
Well,
after 5 minutes with them, you're like, yo, this is a jackass.
yeah.
Yo, I wouldn't
Yeah.
want to put your record out either.
Yeah. Yo,
Um,
can I say something controversial to that?
Go ahead.
I'm not putting no modern comedian on my comedic Mount Rushmore. I got 4 spots, right? And no comedian that came out after 1990 is going on my Mount Rushmore.
So
Can, let me
Respectfully,
before you go.
I don't think anybody modern should be on anybody's Mount Rushmore, because I feel like once you solidified your status, you solidified your status.
hmm
I don't think we should have a Mount Rushmore, because
Yeah,
I feel like there are more than just four people in any field that you want to talk about, whether it's
right,
sports, whether it's music, whether it's art, whether it's whatever it is. I feel like there's always more than four or five
yeah,
or six or 10. if we're really going to sit there and break it down now, you say you got your Mount Rushmore.
Right.
Who is
My
on
yeah.
your
Now I disagree with you. I'm having a Mount Rushmore because
okay?
I don't believe in that everybody should get a plus just for breathing.
No,
Right.
I don't believe that either.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So I have a personal Mount Rushmore when it comes to comedy.
Yes, sir.
Right. And so and I understand what you're saying. Like we should probably appreciate everybody for the individual things they bring to the table. I agree with you.
Hmm.
Right. But that don't mean they should be on a Mount Rushmore. That just
I
means they should be appreciated for the stuff that they brought to the table, in my opinion.
no, I agree. Just like I don't believe everybody should be in the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Me either. Me too. I
Just
agree.
Yeah.
because you played a long ass time, don't mean you should be in there.
Right.
Or a
Hmm.
short time. Thanks a lot, Yao Ming.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, see, all right, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole, but you have to be.
Bill Bradley,
Uh, uh,
Come
in
averaging
the
on, man.
list
We
13,
talking about
averaging
dollar.
13 points a game.
Talking about
13 points.
dollar bills.
Yeah, you 13 points a
because when
game.
you
That's
let
enough to
everyone
retire.
in, then how special is this group?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Bill
There,
Bradley got in before Clyde Frazier, bro. Bill Bradley got in on the first ballot. Clyde Frazier had to wait a year.
Well,
yeah,
blasphemy exists, so I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, that's ridiculous.
yeah.
That's I've with these with these personal lists. That's one thing, but when everyone like, yo, there are a lot of people that are good, and you have to separate them from the greats, and then believe it or not, there's another level above that, and I feel like those people should be uh, the quote unquote goats of
Yeah.
whatever we're talking about.
Then
Um,
you got you got the high standard status. Then you got your goat status.
right, right. Like there are people that I think highly of, but I wouldn't put them in the greatest of all time because it's just not a fact.
Hmm.
I like you a lot. Like when we were talking about the producers and all this, somebody brought up Mad Lib,
Right.
and I'm like, yo, Mad Lib is dope, super dope. That ain't top 10.
Nah.
I don't care how you slice it. it the music, dope,
Yeah.
not top 10. It's not. Doesn't mean that he's a bad producer or he's trash. He's just not in that upper echelon of the greatest of all time or the goats. Um, and then I think a lot of this stuff is subjective because there are people um, that think some people are funny
Hmm.
and some aren't. Uh, there are quite a few people like that. Like, oh man, you don't think such and such is funny? No, I don't.
No. No. Hey, Tiffany Haddish? No, Tiffany
No.
Haddish is not funny. I be Tiffany. My I got a cousin that does comedy in Atlanta. A dude named Od Odell. To me, he is funnier than 99% of the people that do comedy. And I'm super harsh on him. I'm like, nah, man, no. If you ain't fun, no, you ain't. But he's funny. You know what I'm saying? And you know how so he called me a hater because I don't be wanting him to like, nah, bro. I'm not gonna give you the family lookout because you funny, but he's hilarious. You know what I'm saying? And then there are other people you watch them like I'm watching Bill Bellamy tell jokes, and I'm like, Bill Bellamy is all right, but is he funnier than OD? I don't know. Matter of fact, I'm gonna see if I can find a clip on YouTube.
yeah, I think that's another part of the situation too. Some of the greats can be subjective. Now, I do believe that there should be a Mount Rushmore, in some capacities, but I think it's only supposed to be there as a measuring stick, as a certain bar to reach. Um, because again, greatness is greatness, no matter how you want to paint it. There are levels to it, but I think that it can exist on different planes, right? Um, the problem that I have with it is in terms of trying to knock off one to solidify yourself in that spot becomes a shaky conversation because then now all of a sudden now you'll have now you're not even basically putting your handiwork your framework your accomplishments as the pinnacle. Now it's a matter of trying to dissect what the other person did for as long as they've done it, if they've done it for a longer period of time. And then it's like, well, it's still great no matter how you want to slice and dice it, right? So what did that conversation what did that conversation materialize? Did it make an argument for you? Did it negate your points? Um, and I think that sometimes people lose sight of that part of it too. Um, so for me personally, I just want to, what I'm saying, make it to that point where I would like to just, like I said, just have a moment of appreciation for contributions from great artists without having to
So
pick
much
and choose
controversy
what I think what is better.
without so much unnecessary controversy and belittling.
Right. Because as they say, nobody wins when the family feuds.
Yeah, yeah. You found it? Did you find the clip for you?
Yo, I'm listening, man. This moment is hilarious, bro. Yo, this cat is hilarious, bro. This dude is hilarious, bro. I'm gonna put it right there, bro. I'm, I'm gonna start. Let me see here. So this is him right here. This is my cousin right here. OD man. He started doing comedy like a long time ago. When he said he was gonna do it, I was like, man, comedy, bro. What the hell you doing? Yeah, I was his big cousin hater. Like I was like, yo, get a job, man. What the hell you doing?
Makeup. Once you do anything too much, you done fucked up. Makeup showed me that women, y'all horrible friends to each other. Y'all ain't shit to each other. Women be claiming they good friends. When you get a boyfriend, you dip on the click. Y'all ain't shit to each other. And makeup is a perfect example. Every female got one homegirl who do horrible makeup, and nobody will tell this bitch. Nobody. She'll spend an hour and a half to beat her face the fuck up. Now she on the gram giving us 12 angles of fuck shit. All her face and her neck, 8 shades, different colors. They so far apart. I go straight to the comments when I see bullshit, because I can't wait to see people say the real shit. Because niggas say real shit to each other. We can't wait for one of our homeboys to come out the crib slipping or doing some dumb shit. Before he even get to us, we already talking shit to our other homeboys. Like, look, 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 soon as that nigga walk up, we don't even roast you right at first. We ask you questions about the bullshit. So, you gonna wear them shoes or you just got finished cutting grass? What you went to a new barber or something? You trying a new nigga out? What we doing? Cause you represent us, nigga, so you ain't about to look like shit unless we tell you first.
Now you going forward knowing. Women don't do that. I go in the comments expecting somebody to say some real shit in her comments like, hey, put some foundation on your throat too, bitch. Like, you know.
I got to pause. I don't want YouTube to, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna
Yeah.
pause it for a few seconds, man. But
these hoes are lying to their homegirl. Lying to us. Dumbass shit in the comments. Slay, bitch. Slay. You killing these hoes. Yes. Yes, got 42 fucking A's in it. Yeah. Continue. I'll report this picture, get this whole profile, shut the fuck down. We don't give a fuck. Dick was on the way soon as you was born with a pussy. I promise you, you ain't gotta do all that shit. That's why ugly women winning. That's why right there. They ugly, but they sexy though. Everybody done met somebody who ugly, sexy. You don't know why. Your eyes are telling you the truth. But now you gotta argue with your dick about it, you know what I'm saying? You talk to bro, she look like a whole gargoyle. What the fuck is we doing? You know what I'm saying? Yo, dick like, bro, fuck with it. I tell you, I know that shit good as hell, bro. I feel it, bro. I feel it, bro. I fuck with it. Hey, look, man, that's my time, man. I'm OD Odell, man.
yeah, that's my little cousin right there, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
your
it's
little
funny.
cousin. He, man, he
Yo,
threw. He threw. He
y-
come ugly,
yeah.
ugly, sexy.
He him and his man do what's my man name? The dark skinned dude that you be in the Tyler Perry movies. Was in that movie with um Guess Who's Coming to Dinner movie. The dark
Lance,
skinned dude. Huh?
is Lance something?
Yeah, Lance Gross, I think his
Lance
name is.
Gross.
Yeah, they homeboys, man. They started doing stuff in Atlanta together, man, a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, man. And my cousin, man, trying to do his thing, man. He be up and down the east, you know what I'm saying, the East Coast, um, doing comedy and all type of stuff, man. So yeah, man, that's my guy, man. I'm trying to, eventually once we get these projects, these projects out the way for 2024, man, I'm gonna try to do something bigger with him and then some others for 2025. I just gotta, what I'm saying, lay down some foundation stuff. And then once I do that, man, I'm trying to get in the game. I'm trying to get in the game, Soul Finger.
Salute to
But I
OD
ain't mad.
Odell.
Yeah. Trying to
Yeah,
get OD Odell with the original jokes.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're really is he's funny as hell. So I might have
Yeah.
to look for him to come out. If he ever come out this way on the West Coast, come out to Dago, I had to definitely go see him.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That's him, man, doing his thing, writing original jokes. He the one like when we talk into the Cat Williams thing, when when the Cat Williams thing about people not really being funny and people sharing jokes and things of that sort to try to get on. OD had Ben told me that back in the day. He told me I was like, you funny, man, but you ain't Kevin Hart. He was like, man, I'm a million times funnier than Kevin Hart. He told me that to my face, bro. I was like, you funnier than Kevin? Are you crazy? He was like, yo, have you ever watched Kevin Hart? I was like, yeah, I watched Kevin Hart. And he was like, well, watch Kevin Hart. And then I watched Kevin Hart. I was like, you might have a point. You know what I'm saying? Like I like Kevin Hart, but Kevin Hart generally has like I think the reason why Kevin Hart is funny because he have the joke along joke. Like the one or two jokes during a set that you'll remember that you be telling at work. Say it with your chest.
You
You know what I'm
gonna learn
saying?
today.
Yeah, you'll learn today. He'll have two of those in his set, and then all the other stuff. You're like, okay, ha ha ha. You know what I'm saying? He'll have you know what I'm saying. Kevin Hart will have like two of them type jokes that you be at work. Like you gonna learn today. You know what I mean? But for the most part, I mean, he's funny, right? But is he funny? Is Kevin Hart funnier than Cat Williams? Hell no,
Not even close.
right? I mean,
Not even close.
OD is hilarious though. Oh yeah, OD hilarious, bro.
Which Freezy, you saying right there that brings back to the whole point of why Cat Williams be so mad about a Kevin Hart. Think
Right,
about that.
right,
Cat Williams knows he is 10 times funnier than Kevin Hart. Most
right.
comedians are 10 times funnier than Kevin Hart. Yet Kevin Hart makes 10 times more money than they make.
10 times, 20 times, 50 times
Yeah,
more money
yeah.
than 100 times more money than in there. Cause you ever seen a joke about Kevin Hart told about the dog that he was afraid of?
Oh,
They say
German Shepherd.
the German Shepherd. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
his father
Mm-hmm.
got him a German Shepherd, put him on the step. He knew the dog was crazy because the dog had a police vest on.
Sorry, that was funny.
Yes.
I don't remember the joke, but
That
He's
was
such a
that
troll.
was funny.
He
That
is a
was funny.
troll, bro.
I'm,
It- yes, he is a
I'm
troll.
trying to keep a straight face. I can't
Yes, he is
even.
a troll. But yeah, man. So like the competitive thing, I DSA, I'm not gonna lie to you. I understand the premise of it. The Kanye West versus Michael Jackson thing. Clearly, there is an agenda, right? Like we trying to raise Kanye West to this godly status. Um, but to me, in terms of music, Kanye West is a Marvin Gaye type figure, right? To me, right? Where he is great. Is he the great? Like, is he had he ever once been the best of his era, right? And do people look back at Marvin Gaye and Kanye with reverence? Do they have both have albums that touch you emotionally or in a certain type of way? Yes, right. But is Kanye West a better producer than Pete Rock, Jay Dilla, Timbaland, all these type? I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Well, according to the list that we made, he's definitely better than Jay Dilla because I believe we had him ranked higher. Um, just, just, just being subjective here. Um, as far as the yeah, as far as the conversation in terms of Kanye, um, again, like I said, I can recognize his contributions without having to diminish what Michael Jackson brought to the table. Because again, sometimes you even have to look at it from an aspect of one had to crawl for the other to run.
Okay,
Maybe the music wouldn't have been as marketable if it hadn't been for Michael Jackson.
right. Can I throw one
And
other thing too in terms of the competitiveness thing?
yeah, sure.
I think competition is good as long as competition is not destructive, right?
Right.
Like I think competition is good if it's making everybody else better. But if competition is for instance, if competition is Nas versus Young Thugger, right? And the Young Thugger fans outnumber Nas, and so they say Young Thugger album is better than the Nas album, right? Me, I'm thinking like, okay, what are we looking at? What are we talking about when a like what are we talking about when we put Jay Dilla over Larry Smith? What are we doing? Like I would prefer for them to coexist, right? But when you boot Larry Smith off the island because a Swiss Beats had a hot run, like a hot 18-month stretch, we forget about Larry Smith. I think that might be where where competitiveness leads to destruction.
Absolutely, absolutely. And again, as I said before, nobody wins when the family feuds.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I saw a poll on YouTube, and they were talking the best female rapper,
Right.
and they had MC Light was on there. They had MC Light, uh, Sexy Red,
That shit. Okay.
Meg The Stallion,
Oh my
and Nicki
god.
Minaj.
Oh my god.
Guess who? Guess who won?
Sexy
Sexy
red.
Red.
Probably Sexy Red.
No, they actually said Nicki Minaj.
I like.
But
I like
but
Nicki.
I was looking at it like you had MC Light on there, and I was like, you put the ones that they know, because these kids, these youngsters, a lot of the youngsters, let's cover the youngsters don't know about MC Light.
Right.
They never heard it. They never listened to anything about MC Light. They just saw whoever that is or whatever. Unless you grew up, they grew up on it. And I'm
Right.
like, MC Light. Of course, I looked at it. I said, of course, I'm gonna say MC Light compared to the others.
Yeah.
You know, and you got to think, and then they don't know about the classic battles that she had with EPMD and some of the other cats.
Yeah. MC Light versus Antoinette. MC Light.
Antoinette, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
MC Light and yeah. MC Light was. Shout out to East Flatbush. Yeah. Shout out
Well,
to
I
the
know she's
greatest
from
borough
Brooklyn,
that
but outside of that, I couldn't tell you what part.
who MC Light.
Yeah.
Oh, he's from East Flatbush. Yeah. Yeah. And
Well,
shout out
then we
to
have another one to celebrate.
yeah. Yeah, and shout out to the greatest borough to ever exist, the Bronx, New York. Because if it wasn't for the Bronx, this rap shit wouldn't be going on, and that's
I
my
heard.
where it's
I
born.
heard. I heard you when you said Brooklyn. Hmm.
Uptown, baby, uptown. Yeah, yeah. I mean, when it comes to that the competitiveness, I don't see an issue with it because for the most part, the female rappers they would at least stick together, even if now there are some that were the Ingrids of the world that thought they were lyricists. Like you're like, oh, yeah. I don't know, man. But shout out to all the old rappers too, like Sparky D and all of them from back in the day, man, who
Hmm.
who helped mold the game. So
And
yeah,
I think that's what you need to do is you still need to give props to the folk, to the cats that paved the way, because that's one thing about in the hip hop game, they just kind of steamroll over the ones who laid the way.
right.
If you listen to look at rock groups pay homage to those that came before. Country music damn sure do it.
Yep.
Hip hop is kind of like, and then we just, last year you're celebrating 50 years of hip hop.
Right.
Had tours, 50 years of hip hop.
Right.
You know,
You
wasn't
you know
for
you know that be like the rock in my shoe though, because I think that's some made up mess.
what's that?
But
50 years of hip hop.
50 years of hip hop, to me, it's made up marketing mumbo jumbo
Oh, I
stuff.
mean, yeah,
But because how you gonna celebrate? How you gonna say DJ Cool Herc created hip hop at a party, right? You gonna
hmm
say he just nah, man. Hip hop was around. Rap music was yeah. If they celebrate, yeah, yeah. But anyway,
Elements of hip hop has always been a part of the culture.
yeah,
I just think at that time it was a cool jingle, and it was a way for them to be able to market
that's what they did. They
the culture
marketed.
and sell it.
Hmm.
yeah,
Because when I hear a lot of artists talk about hip hop, they're talking about business.
yeah,
Hmm.
They're not talking about the culture of hip hop. The culture of hip hop isn't isn't dead. The elements are still there. Like they still have breakdancing world championships.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, it was so bad. That's the crazy thing, Chuck. You said breakdance. I was just thinking, breakdancing is now Olympic sport.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. DJing, DJ battles, Red Bull
Hmm.
DJ battle. Like
Yeah.
the elements are still there, but what had happened, in my opinion, rap was the most lucrative, so they pushed rap to the forefront, and anything that happens in rap business is considered hip hop culture,
Right.
and
Hmm.
and I think they're two different things.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, when I'm trying to find the right word to say, let's say this: the young people, the young people don't want to do any research.
No, no.
It's
And they got
about
the
right now,
and they be having the research tool in the palm of their hand,
in the palm of their hand.
in the palm of
Hmm.
their hand, bro, and they won't use it for you know what I'm saying?
I can't. You can't. If you get drafted by the MLB or the NBA or the NFL, and you walked across that stage and shook the commissioner's hand, and it's like, soul finger, you're joining the 49er, the San Francisco 49ers. They drafted you with the third overall pick. Um, Tell me a little bit about playing for the 49ers, or what it's going to be like, playing with under the same banner as a Jerry Rice or Terrell Owens. And you
Yeah,
go, I don't know who they are. Who are they?
Right.
yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah. You know, because if you know your history and you get drafted, you talking about, yeah, Terrell Owens, Jerry Rice, the great Joe Montana and Steve Young and Ronnie Lott. You talked about all these people, these
Yeah,
players
and
that you
Tim
got to represent.
Micaiah and
Tim,
Keena Turner
yeah,
and Hacksaw Jenkins or whatever his name is. Yeah.
Ricky
Who
yeah.
are
Waters.
who are
Hacksaw
these
Jim
guys?
Duggan. What?
Ricky
Yeah.
Waters, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Amp
So you got
Lee.
to be. Yeah, you got to be able to just, talk about that. But in the world of hip hop, you had these cats about who was your inspiration or who did you aspire? Me, nobody. I don't. Them guys old. I don't know nothing about them. They can't tell me nothing. Do you freestyle? No, man. I don't freestyle, man. I'm not even a rapper because a lot of them don't call themselves rappers. I don't know what they're entertainers or whatever it is they go by. A lot of them don't call themselves rappers. You ask them to do a freestyle, and like freestyle. I don't do nothing free.
That's because you're here for the lick and you're not here for the culture. Because anybody that's here for the culture knows that's a part of the culture, being able to freestyle.
Hmm.
Anytime that beat come on, you go to the radio station, put them headphones on, sit in front of a microphone. That DJ at any time can say to you, or that host can say to you, "Hey, let me get a quick 16," and you got to be prepared for that. Like, how do you not?
Uh,
How do you not know
uh,
this?
uh.
Why? Because rap music is a lick to people. I just need a
Hmm.
hit song to go viral on TikTok,
Right.
Hmm.
So I can go buy some jewelry.
so I can buy some jewelry and post it on TikTok or
Yeah.
Instagram.
Yeah.
And I want to have enough money to show people that I'm rich and you're broke.
Hmm.
Right.
I
And
need to get my money phone up.
right,
Yeah. Yeah.
but nothing about the rap culture. They'll mention a few guys that they listen to, but most of these people are bad imitations of a bad imitation.
Hmm.
Of a
Oh
bad
yeah.
imitation of a Xerox copy of a photocopy.
Hmm.
Ex-
Yeah,
ex-
I'm down with listening to that Hog Man the Intruder. Hog Man the Intruder is the truth.
For sure.
Absolutely, it was sacrilegious to sound like someone else,
Man, yeah.
to even have questionable lines that sounded like someone else's. These guys say the same thing over and over.
Hmm.
They
They do.
literally rap each other's, each other's lyrics. Like, dang, didn't such and such say that? Didn't the other little so and
Same
so?
flow, same cadence. You know, they use the same metaphors. It's like, okay, it's five of us on the screen, and then we say, okay, we're all gonna do a cipher. Who's going first? You know, everybody should be fighting over who's gonna go first because I'm gonna say that you're gonna have to follow my fire. You know,
Right.
hence you know how you notice you use Wu Tang for example. Inspector Deck has the opener on many iconic tracks from
Cause
Wu
he
Tang.
the best Wu Tang member.
You know, he come in, hey, and then he made look. They already admitted, hey, he got in the booth, laid down his verse. The cats were in there rewriting theirs. Oh no, I can't go in there with this. So Ron gets on the mic and he does his thing. I'm looking there like, oh man, I can't go in here with this. I got to come correct. So I'm rewriting all mine. Freezy laying down his verse. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
no, this I'm definitely ain't doing this.
So mine gonna be the
You know.
best. I'm from Jersey City, so of course. I'm joking, man. I'm joking. I'm joking.
But shout out to Jersey because Jersey got some of the greats to come up out of there. One of the most underrated of all time, Redman,
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Reggie Noble.
The treacherous MC is from New
Hmm.
Jersey.
You know,
Um,
you got Lords of the Underground that came up out of
yeah,
there. One of my
yeah,
favorites of all time.
yeah, yeah.
Now one of
Well,
them's a mayor
right.
now, so Do It All's a mayor now. So I mean, you know, he's literally doing it all.
Doing it all right.
It's just, man. You know, like you said, Chuck. You know, you and I talked about it. Cats in it for the lick. They're not about in it for the. You know, you could be in for the lick, but hey, man, be in for the culture as well. Because if you don't love it, it's not gonna love you. It's gonna come back and it shows through your music. Even some of these comics. You know, you're not funny. It'll come up. It's gonna bite you. It's gonna bite you in the backside eventually.
You step on stage saying you're a stand up comedian. Well, who are your influences?
Yeah, man.
Oh, Shucky Ducky.
Hamburger.
Hamburger.
Who? Now, I,
Hamburger.
okay. So, like, I feel like you have to truly understand. Like, you have to do research on that thing to make sure it's something that you're willing to put your heart and soul into.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You can tell.
No, I'm Chuck. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean, bro.
Say that again. Huh?
I don't know what you mean. I honestly don't think these dudes put their heart and soul into this stuff.
Not a lot of them.
I think
Not a
they
lot of them in the
I think
mainstream.
they I think they're passionate about wanting it, but I don't think they're passionate about putting. I don't think they put any heart and soul in stuff.
No, they're not. You can tell. Go to the shows. They just had one at the Barclays not too long ago. I like the little young dudes. I like his music. Um, Rod Wave. They had them and a bunch of guys over at the Barclays for $40. I was like, $40.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Let's see what's going on. Completely out of place. But I'm watching. Some of these acts, not him, not Rod in particular, but some of these opening acts and some of these guys that are up here don't need to be up here.
Mm-hmm.
Like y'all just rolled out of bed, put on some clothes, smoked a blunt, and then walked on stage and thought we wanted
To hear this.
karaoke.
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
We don't want to
no,
hear you rhyme it over. They got the track playing and you rhyme it over
what?
the track.
Where is the show? Because
Mm-hmm.
I got Spotify, I got Apple Music, I got YouTube, I got all of
Right,
these streaming services.
right, right.
I've already paid for it. This iteration of the song. I've already heard it.
Yeah, no showmanship at all.
Right. There's no showmanship, and for for a person like me who saw early on a lot of the stars in the 20s, 30s, and 40s had to sing. had to be funny,
Yeah.
had to
Mm-hmm.
dance. Like
Mm-hmm.
early on, there was a lot of musicals. I was like, yo, America was in love with musicals. Jesus.
Yeah.
But these people had to tap dance. They had to sing.
Mm-hmm.
They were multi talented. Now all you bring to the table with the advancement of technology, all you bring to the table is some tired lyrics. Like you don't even make your own beat. Like
Right. Right.
I could see if you were putting your 10,000 hours into your ability to rap, so maybe you couldn't really focus on, you know, anything else. But I can tell that you haven't put yo, you're not a master of this.
You know who did do that though? In my opinion, Tupac. Right. I think Tupac put his 10,000 hours in. Now, do I believe he was a phony baloney? Yes. Do I believe Tupac was a um I don't want to talk about the dead like that, man, but do
Ooh,
do I
freezing.
I don't think he was thug life, baby. I'm hopeless, smoking on endo, trying to keep my focus. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that was him. Don't let the bullshit worry me. Fuck the fame. I'm true to the game until they bury me. I don't think that was him. I think he was an actor that put
Okay.
in his 10,000 hours because he was passionate about the he was passionate about being a star. I don't think he was passionate about being a rapper. I think a lot of people take that blueprint. They are more infamous than famous.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They going to jail. They doing 4 years. Bro, they are legit becoming felons so they could be famous
Mm-hmm.
for street cred. For what?
For album sales, because you got this fake ass A&R telling you to do that. Hey,
Right,
going out there and get in trouble. Go out there and go out and slap a couple of women around and get
right.
into a few fights. We'll
Yeah,
bail you out.
yeah, man.
Oh, okay. So with the millions of dollars that these uh, uh, advertising companies and advertising firms make, you mean to tell me that's the best way to push my album is for me to go to jail? Is that what y'all came up with? Is
Yeah,
that what
Yeah,
I was paying y'all for?
yeah.
Really?
yeah. Because you start looking at the when as they do their little research. Well, Hogman the Intruder did 2 years down in Angola.
Mm.
Damn,
Hard time.
Hmm.
damn.
So he come on the mic, Hogman the Intruder come on the mic, and they like, yeah, he's on the magazines talking about, hey, so how's life after prison? You did too. Oh, now you got street cred. Oh man, he did 2 years in prison down in Angola. He survived that.
And chicks is chicks is like, yo, they wear them free Uncle Freezy t-shirts.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So hey, so
Yeah,
Ron, you getting out of here? Man, I was gonna get out of here too, man. I was gonna
Yeah,
get
man.
out of here too. DSJ, you still rocking, bro?
Yeah, I'm still rocking with y'all.
You ain't gonna, yeah, because I'm going here and fix me a Quentin Grimes on, on, on a bun. Throw some throw some cheese on it. Yeah,
Oh,
man.
throw
I
some
mean,
cheese on it.
I feel you, Uncle
Throw some
Freezy.
cheese
Nah,
on it.
The
but
one thing I was
but
thinking of.
overall, I just want to say how much for one, I'm appreciative of you brothers um for allowing this conversation to take place, and also for every contribution that you've done throughout the platform. Sports, entertainment, lifestyle, fashion, arts, you've
Yeah,
covered it all.
we split that up, right? So DSJ is doing the R&B and Soulfinger is doing the movie stuff and I'm doing the geopolitical culture stuff.
Mm,
You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I think Ron is going to do the Boys to Men stuff.
Boys to Men, a new edition.
Yeah, it's so
uh,
hard to say goodbye. Yeah.
man. Freezy just knows how to really get my blood boiling. Boys to
bro.
Men stuff.
All I'm saying is they're not better than Jodeci, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Uh, I, yeah, I could
Ooh,
agree
hey,
with that.
look, hey, that would be a good a debate between Ron and Freezy. Oh shucks. Well, hey, look.
Nah, because Freezy already he poisoned me. He planted the bug, so I'm like my Boys to
Oh.
Men allegiance is not strong anymore.
Yo,
Is he gonna talk about the run?
Mm,
bro, they Boys the Men is so phony, bro. They so fake. They talk about DSJ. Did you see the interview where they said we thought about having it be a 4-man group, but we thought about adding Brian to the group, but we're like, man, if we could do good, it's just the three of us. Really? Y'all could have added Brian McKnight and y'all thought three of y'all was better? How y'all new albums doing?
Yeah.
They got new albums.
No, they clowns, bro. Them dudes
Oh
is them dudes is
Whoa.
clown.
mm,
Boys and Men is they such a fraud, bro. They
yeah, it's disappointing, but
Yeah, they just crooners, bro. That's all they do is get the sheet music and sing. They don't dance. They don't play instruments. They don't produce their own stuff.
They do. They do. Nah. Sean Stockman is a phenomenal musician.
Oh,
I
he
can't
he
let you
he
do that.
he the most arrogant out of all of them too.
Well,
I'm just saying, yeah. He might because he got the song "Visions of a Sunset." You ever heard that?
yes.
That's my joint, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That's my joint. I ain't gonna lie,
it's
bro.
okay, Chuck. Freezy
has
do
anybody heard
do
his
well.
EP? The Sean Stockman's EP.
No,
Mm-mm.
I got it. I put it up under the fish tank. My fish tank was wobbly, and I needed something to keep my fish tank level.
Wow.
Oh my God.
That's horrible.
That is
Nah,
just
he
man.
got great. He's got great music. I gotta give him his credit. He has some fantastic music. It makes me wonder why the others haven't done anything in terms of a solo run.
Mm.
But
Well,
It's hard to carry an album by themselves.
yeah,
Yeah, I think they overrated, bro.
Who can step in a what the Wanye Morris run after he runs out of breath? Who's going to jump in and save him when he's no? You need more than
well, I
that's
one.
guess he can go. He can lean on his sons.
I guess they're going to be the next big thing, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, just throwing that out there, I think Mary J. Blige is in the middle of or creating her own label or something, or she's working at something of managing them.
Yeah,
mm.
So yeah, I
Man,
don't know.
yeah, boys, the man is so, bro. You can. I'm not
Are,
gonna lie
are they
to you.
better than After Seven?
No,
Mm,
you mean singing?
what?
Yeah.
Man, no, bro. They can sing. They're great singers, bro. But you can only sing about the same topic, bro. When you buy a Boys to Men album and you get 13 songs, bro, all of the songs are gonna be the same song rearranged.
Word Freezy. Word. Okay. Give me an example. No. You got to give me an example
All right.
from the same
Oh,
album. From the same album.
oh,
I'm a okay. So not only will I do that, bro, I'm gonna give you multiple examples on multiple albums.
Oh
Okay.
boy.
All right. So on the album two, right? Right.
Hmm.
There are two songs on the album, right? One song is called Vibin', right? You remember the song Vibin'?
Mhm.
And
yep,
in the
right.
Vibin' remix with all the rappers and stuff on it.
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's a song called Thank You, right? Remember? Thank you. Right here. We thank you.
Mhm.
Remember that? The song to
Mhm.
Michael Bivins?
Yeah, it's the first song.
Yeah. Right after that song, three through the last track on the song is the same thing, right? Talking about making love to their girl. It's the same thing, bro. Except for the one song, Water Run. No, it's the same thing. All of it is the same to me. Like no mid tempo break. Because even the songs on there that I like, right? I don't like the singles that were released. more than I like 50 Candles and Trying Times. I think personally, I think Trying Times is the best song on the album, right? But even with that, it's the same theme throughout. When I listen to the album, I just have to get up and go pee. I just got to do something to get away from the same thing, bro.
Jesus.
I just got to do something,
Or
bro.
Oh my God, I heard that one before. He gotta go take
Because
a bed.
think about this: when you listen to a After Seven album. Oh, you know what? I give you one better, right? Right. And listen, I don't want nobody to be on my side. I want to be on this side by myself. I don't want no help. Right? Don't nobody come help me. Everybody stay on the Boys to Men side. When you listen to a Levert album,
Oh, let's see, Bam.
right?
See,
No,
see,
no,
see.
nah, nah, don't bash Levert. Listen, don't bash Levert.
No,
What I'm saying is,
come on. You know
but
I'm not about to bash
it,
Levert because the Levert is that's my group.
so can I just have Levert for a moment? I just want to have Levert for a moment. Okay.
I'll loan them to you, but you know, you talking about you gonna stand on an island by yourself. I can't do that because when they go, I go.
And but when you listen to a Levert album, even though I mean technically Levert is fantastic, but the subject matter changes throughout the album where it's not always the same. Can we get them back? Yes, we can. Can we
The
get
good
them
old
back?
days.
The good old days, right? Levert albums, they sing about different stuff where you can reach them on another level on different stuff, right?
Because
Like
I ain't talking about no Casanova.
right. Boys to Men, you gonna go from um
I'll make
on
love to
bended
you.
on I'll make love to you, on bended knee, Trying Times, 50 Candles, all
And
of
the
them gonna
water
be
when your
this.
well runs dry.
Yeah, I mean, come on. It's the same song rearranged. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if it's their A&R that doesn't diversify their album, or if that is their bag and they just stay in it, right? But on a New Edition album, you're gonna hear a song that says, sorry, you're not my type of girl, right? Then you're gonna hear, yo, on a perfect day, I know that I can count on you, but can you stand the rain? And then after that, you're gonna hear hear a song about them growing from boys to men. And then you're gonna hear a song about them coming home, right?
So are you trying to tell me that if Boys to Men's production was flipped with New Edition's production, you would love Boys to Men?
No, what I'm saying is boys to men would never be able to pull that off. Bro, even when they do collaborations with rap artists, guess what they singing? Even when they dabble into hip hop, guess what boys to men do?
Okay, well, "Hey Love" is one of my favorite tracks still on a collab. They did do that with LL, but I see what you're saying.
Bro, it's the same thing over and over and over again. It's
like
just
the Gap Band. No,
Mm,
yes, no,
mm, Hold on,
What
hold
was
on.
that?
like the Gap Band.
What about the Gap Band?
They were
Is it the
outstanding.
same thing?
Mm.
What?
Early in the morning, and then burn
Burn
rubber
Rubber.
on me, Charlie.
But then they flipped it with Yearning.
yeah, yearning is yeah.
You dropped the bomb on me, baby.
Hmm.
You know
No,
Yeah, I
what?
just
Party Train.
hmm.
Yeah, you got
What
a
about
point.
Shake?
What you talking about?
Hmm.
You got a point. But however, when you drop the Yearning in there, that kind of like
Yeah.
Like you got two different songs. You got like Yearning and maybe Seasons, No Reason to
Susan.
Change. But you got like 18 other songs that's about the same thing.
Hmm.
Yeah, you got to get that train. You got to get the party
Don't
train.
worry, because Jodeci's in the same lane too. I mean,
Nah,
it's still
Comment,
Jodeci ain't
come
in the
and
same
talk to
lane.
me. Come and talk to
Jodeci will
me.
say, "Come and talk to me," but then they'll say, "Freaking you."
Not on the same album.
Yeah, but point out a song where Boys and Men is talking about freaking you.
They don't do freaking. They quote unquote make love. So
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
They don't do all that. They want to wine and dine and caress. They ain't about grab her by the hair, throw her against the wall.
yeah. I mean, yeah, man.
Mm-mm.
No disrespect to what they've accomplished, man, but you go to
they wear
sleep,
suits.
they singing, you know what I'm saying? What's the joint off the first album? The slow joint off the
Ooh
first album.
ah,
No, the one after that.
So
It's one after
please
that.
don't go. Not
please
please don't go.
no, cause I can't. Yeah,
Lonely Heart.
Yeah, Lonely Heart. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All of them give you the same vibes, bro. They
yeah,
had
that's true.
they broke out with Motown Philly, back again, and then after that, bro, everything else was end of the road.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I
I
don't
mean,
know,
cause I
cause
got
your love,
I love that
little
song too.
things.
Yeah,
little things. Yeah,
yeah,
I mean, I like that first album overall. The rest of
yeah,
them was like, because like I
Yeah,
said, they went
I
into
love that first album.
that first
yeah,
album was man. And then they came up the second album, and everything was trying to get to that next pop hit or whatever. Those kind of hits. You went away
yeah,
from what got you there.
yeah,
So I was cool on them. I was like, they can sing, but I was cool on them. They just,
yeah,
But
yeah.
if you're gonna blame somebody, and I know you're looking to blame somebody,
Me?
blame Babyface.
No, I'm not looking to blame nobody. I'm just telling you that I think Jodeci is better.
Listen, I'm not saying you're right or wrong, right? Because that's a subjective conversation. But I am saying that in terms of the music that they've made, if you want to blame somebody,
baby
blame
face.
Babyface.
Can we
Because
blame
the most successful song that they've done, they've been trying to recreate it for entire albums.
and they didn't even want to do that song. You heard the Dallas Austin story
Mm-mm.
where Babyface had the track on a laptop and he sang Into the Road to them and they was like that shit is trash. We ain't singing that. You're gonna ruin our career. And the record executive had to call them and make them do it. And they did the song and it's their best song. They never even wanted to do it. They was like, "Yo, this Into the Road, this shit is trash." And I think his name Gerald Busby. Is Gerald Busby the dude?
Gerald Busby, yep.
Gerald Busby.
But
Yep.
Gerald
they knew
Busby.
why. They
Gerald
knew
Busby threatened
exactly
their career.
why. They knew exactly why they didn't want to do that song. It was career suicide. You're gonna typecast them.
Yep. And they got locked in on that, and they were done.
You know what? You know what? Boys to Men became. They became the guy that plays Hector in all the hood movies.
Right. The Puerto Rican dude,
Yeah.
the
Yep.
Puerto Rican dude with the cornrows, the black girls
Yeah.
like to braid his hair in every movie. Yeah, yeah.
The bald Mexican.
The ball head guy. Yeah.
He's a bald headed
Oh,
Mexican, and in every movie, his name is Hector. Fast and Furious, Next Friday,
Hmm.
187,
Yep.
um, High School High. I know he's not in a couple
Hmm.
of those movies, but still, all in all, anything that you think that you've seen him
Training
in,
day. He was in
his
training
name
day.
is Hector.
yeah,
Yeah. He was in training day.
yeah, but
To the
yeah,
point
yeah.
when you see him in the streets, hey Hector, and he's
Hey,
like, no, my name is actually Carlos.
yeah.
And you look at him like he's crazy for trying to correct you, sir. Sir, your name is
What
Hector.
you mean? Like every time we see bugging out in something, every time you see bugging out in something, you be like, "Yo, that's bugging out right there," and you
No,
find out the
actually,
dude,
Yeah.
it's really Marlon. No, it's not.
right? I saw bugging out on Law and Order. Me and Mo were watching Law and Order, and I was like, "That's bugging out right there." He about to flip out. Somebody stepped on his Jordan, and she was like, "What?" And she was like, "You talking about Juan Carlo Esposito? What's I can't remember
Yeah.
his name."
Juan Carlos
Yeah,
Esposito.
Yeah,
Giancarlo Esposito.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I'm like, "Nah, that's bugging out. I don't know what you. That's my man from School Days. The hell you talking about? That's School Days right there.
Hmm.
That's do the right thing right there." But
That's
anyway,
Big brother
Esteban.
Almighty.
Yeah, man. So I'm not tripping on Boys and Men like that, man. I just think they stuff is just when you listen to a New Edition album, you're gonna hear stuff like "Hit Me Off." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You're gonna
hit
hear
me again.
songs. Yeah, you're gonna hear songs like "How They
Coming
the
home.
Baddest Band." Yeah. They're gonna do a gospel song. Yeah, I heard the thank you they did the Johnny Gill thank you on the
Hmm.
fire, bro, fire. But on Boys and Men song, they gonna have one mid tempo, maybe up tempo joint that might be good. It might not be good, and then 14 songs about baby come back, and I make love to you. I promise you, I'll be a good man.
Yeah, they do a
So
lot of begging and pleading.
yeah,
Well, maybe Brian McKnight should have joined the group
yeah, because
because that's definitely somebody who sings the same song over and over.
over and over. I ain't gonna
One
lie
you
though.
make
I,
it.
I like
One
keep
you
it on
like
the
a dream
down low
come
though.
true.
Huh?
So one you like a dream come true.
Two, do I ever cross your mind?
Anytime. Yeah. Yeah.
Anytime.
Back
Yeah.
at one?
I,
Like, come
I,
on,
I
yo.
miss you.
Those are all the same song.
They all the same song. Yeah. 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 I mean, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna front. Yeah, I think y'all right. And I think y'all are right. But when you compare them to a Levert gonna have the dance songs,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
They're gonna have the dance songs on there. Whether it be a slammer or not, they gonna put two or three joints on there to let you remind them that they could be funk if they want to. They could be soul if they want to. They could be R&B if they want to. They could be pop if they want to.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But Boys and Men, they straight up crooning, bro.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes down to the slow tracks on Liberto, all seasons, 1, 2, 3, ABC,
Yeah, yeah,
my place, do things.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like when I listen to After Seven has one of my favorite songs, called "Taking My Time." I love
Hmm.
it, bro. I love it. When you hear it, "Taking My Time," it sounds like they are singing a love song to a girl, but it's not, bro. It's like, yo, relax. I got so many ladies out here in the street. You got to give me some time to get this player out of my system. Because Kavon Edmonds start off with "You blow my mind with the things you do to me," but I gotta finish doing this thing first before I commit, right? I mean, hey, so Chuck, who's a more talented singing group, Boys to Men or Silk?
Um, oh, that's very easy for me. I'm going with Silk because
I think Silk don't get the props they should get.
Yeah,
they
yeah,
they they don't, and they had like three fire albums back to back,
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
back to back. Um, and I like their harmonies better. Sometimes, old boy be killing it with the runs, and I'm like, all right, I don't want to hear that for 45 seconds on the track.
every track,
Yeah, like we get it. You got incredible runs, bro.
right,
We don't want to hear it. We've heard it for 20 years. We don't hear it no more.
right.
So I'm gonna go with Silk, and I go back to Silk more than I go back to Boys and Men.
Yeah,
Like if I'm putting together a playlist or mix CD that I'm about to chill with a shorty, there's going to be at least 6 Silk songs on that mix. I might put "I Make Love to You" on there. I might.
I can't.
No, I couldn't put it on.
Baby,
I
don't stop.
might.
Yeah, yeah,
That's what I'm
Mm-mm.
saying. Like, "Lose Control" is absolutely going to be on there.
Ooh,
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Classic.
yeah,
"Deeper"
Yeah,
is going to be
yeah,
on there.
yeah.
"If You,"
Hmm.
"Meeting in My Bedroom,"
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
uh,
yeah, yeah.
uh, what's the other one? Oh man, it's
Calling You,
there you go.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Deeper.
like it's going to be at least 6 or 7 songs off of their out of their catalog that I'm going to have on there because
Right.
they're going to put me in the mood to do what I came to do.
Right.
I'm not
Right.
on bended knee, bro.
Yeah, I'm in
Right.
there. I'm in back blowout mode.
Right, bro. That's what I'm saying. Bro, and I don't mean it is no disrespect, man, but you know what I'm saying? I can't, bro. Just bro, think about it. If Boys the Men, they gonna have like 2 songs at the very beginning, and then everything after that is gonna be the same thing over and over and over to the point where the lyrics sound the same. You're like, oh boy, and then here comes and when Mike was there, it was so predictable. You would get a Wanye run, a breakdown, and then Mike talking. Come and get this. Waited all my life. You would get that, right? You're like, oh my God, bro. Is that all Mike is there for? I can do that
You
shit.
Well, actually, now Ron has done that, so you don't have to worry about that. They've become a 4-man group all over again.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Well. I mean, I hate to bash them, bro, but there are so many groups out there, man, that don't get credit for the harmonies, man. In the 90s, bro, even though I say the 90s R&B got to go if we had to kick somebody off the island, but there are so many groups out there like in the 90s, man, with harmony, man. It's incredible, bro.
Yeah, I put High
Portrait.
Five above them.
Wow. 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 I'm not gonna lie to you. I think is High Five underrated?
Yeah,
Maybe.
Okay.
because they were a kid act.
Yeah. And they change members a lot, right?
And see, I think because I think if Troop elevated on every album, Attitude I think kind of became like the album
Right.
for them. But I think that because there was always a significant growth in their subject
Wait,
matter,
you like Attitude the best?
I think it was just a catalyst. I think it was like one of the albums that you could say is one of the definitive albums.
Okay. Right. I like Troop the best. The second one?
Yeah,
The second, but the third album with
Talk about
Sweet
deeper.
with Deepa, Sweet November, and oh my, it's actually my favorite Troop song, and I keep forgetting the name of it. Um, let me see, because I have them here, man.
Well, deeper was my cut. I ain't gonna lie.
Deepa was
That was my cut right there, partner.
yo, you take my heart with you is the
Mhm.
song number 12. Yeah, song number 12.
Actually, I got a CD I put together. I opened it up with intro and then followed it with deeper.
Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, man. There are a lot of groups, man. It's
rest
just
in peace, Kenny Green.
Kenny Green, yeah. Bro, what they did to Ribbon in the Sky,
That ribbon in the sky was fire.
man, it should be illegal in 44 states, bro.
And then I just yesterday I was listening to Big Bub's rendition of Zoom.
Oh, yeah. That's my depression song. Like when I get down, when I get the blues, I
Hmm.
listen to Zoom by Big Bub. But when I think Big Bub, I always think of that early 90s freestyle era. Um
You want him or me?
yeah,
What he was
yep,
with today?
yep, today. Chucky Booker. I love that song "Games" by Chucky Booker.
Hmm.
It's probably
Oh
one of my
yeah,
favorite R&B songs. I think it's a freestyle song because it's R&B, but it's kind of light, like
It was that. Yeah, it was.
um
And much props to Chucky Booker because I loved that and I loved Turned Away as well.
Turned Away. Yeah, yeah,
How
yeah.
you feel about Kashif?
I love Kashif, bro.
Oh man, underrated.
Very underrated. Very, very underrated. Do you know how much music he wrote and produced for other people?
Lots,
Yeah,
lots.
yeah,
Unfortunately, we didn't get a chance to celebrate him until posthumously
yeah.
Hmm.
because when you found out all his catalog and all the things that he's contributed,
Right.
um, it's just a shame that you find out only when he passes away.
Hmm.
Yep.
If you're not digging in the crates already, if you don't already have carnal knowledge of this, and it just
True.
feels like you've been robbed of the conversations or the opportunity for the conversations.
Yeah, man, he produced a lot of stuff, bro.
Hmm.
A lot of stuff, man.
Yeah.
What do you think is Kashif's best song? Personally, I think it's Love Changes. And I know that's a um um
That's not low hanging fruit because that is a fire track. That love
yeah,
changes. That love changes ran on radios for a minute.
for a minute. Yo, I did not know he wrote You Give Good Love by Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
Kashif wrote that.
Yeah. Nah, he wrote that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
That is crazy. I didn't know that. Yo, I didn't know he wrote So Fine by Howard Johnson.
So,
Ooh,
ooh,
so
so
fine,
fine,
So
so
Stone
so
Love,
fine,
fine,
blow
blow
your
your
mind.
mind. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I didn't know he wrote I'm in Love by Evelyn Champagne King.
Damn.
I'm in love. Mm,
hmm
Like I
mm.
said, Kashif was a bad man.
Yeah,
He
man.
was a bad man, but again, a lot of great ones don't get that kind of credit. They don't get the credit they should get.
Oh my goodness. Now I gotta
and there
research.
ain't no doubt about it.
Now I gotta research his joint because I knew a lot of songs by Kashif, but I didn't know. Oh my goodness.
My bad, Freezer. I ain't mean to do that to you.
Oh my god, man.
But I think
Yeah,
again, this is the type of see this is the platform where I feel like if you encapsulate all of this information that we're given, then maybe there would be a higher appreciation for the things that came before,
Hmm.
and then you wouldn't, what I'm saying, there wouldn't be so much competitive um competitive flow. You know what I mean? Like you'd be
right.
able to appreciate without having to contrast or tear down. Because again, what Kashif and Matum contributed in
Matumi,
terms of
oh yeah,
music shouldn't
Yeah,
be overlooked because you don't know them.
right.
You know what I mean? Do the knowledge, do the research, and maybe
yeah.
just maybe you'll find that gem.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Kashif is that dude, bro. Oh my goodness, man. Kashif,
And
that
shout out
was
to
it.
Harlem.
Yeah, man. Yo, just real quick, man, before I get out of here, man. Somebody told me something the other day in this blasphemy. I started to call Soulfinger in the middle of the day. And my cousin messaged me and says that Keisha Cole is better than Whitney Houston.
That is oh
And but
hey,
and here is and this is the reason why my cousin say that. Whitney Houston ain't did no damn black music.
OD Odell is tripping.
No, not him. Not him. Not him. Not him. Not
That's
him.
not a part of his comedy act.
No, no, not him. It's a female cousin. Talking about
Then it's part of her comedy act.
they connect with Keisha Cole. They don't connect with Whitney Houston.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
it was her content because "You Give Good Love" was probably the blackest song you ever had. Bar everything else was popping over the top.
Yo, so for the record, this cousin is 41.
Okay.
So I think she might have been catching the end of Whitney Houston, but Keisha Cole in her prime.
Nah, son. Nah, son. I'm 40, 43. Nah, son. I don't want to hear that.
Yeah, I
I
don't.
don't want to hear that. I don't want to
I'm
hear
not
that.
a Keisha
41.
Cole fan, so you don't have
Keisha
to sell
Cole
me on.
can't sing at all. I hope she sees this and gets mad and tweet about it, so everyone can tell her the truth. She can't sing. The songs that she's famous for, they're good records, but she can't sing. And to
Mm,
prove it, one place you don't get booed is at church.
yeah.
But what they will do at
Yeah.
church is, if you can't sing and you get up there on that microphone, it's either going to be the mother or the preacher who come get that microphone. Well, bless your heart. Thank you, Jesus, for being here. She got sat down at church. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay?
Wow.
Okay? Nah,
Wow.
man. But she can't.
Thank the
Nah.
sister for blessing her with the gift of song. Now open your Bibles to Ephesians.
I'm going to send
Oh,
y'all the clip.
Keisha Cole is that bad? Is Keisha Cole is that bad?
Yo,
Is
have
she
you
worse
heard
than
her
Tisha
sing
Campbell?
Love live? Oh my goodness, it sounds like a cat scratching the chalkboard.
Oh
She beat
wow.
with a sack of nickels.
Oh wow. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, it's never good live.
Yeah.
Someone need to
Yeah.
mute her mic and just play the record. You fit
What's the name
listen if you
sounded
can.
bad the other day? What's the name sounded bad last year? And I grilled Bully for like a week straight. Jill Scott sounded terrible live. And some events she sounded off key and out of shape. Like you can hear her
Yeah, but
breathe.
I can forgive a bad performance.
Yeah, she was.
I
Yeah.
can forgive a bad performance. I can't forgive a history of them.
Ooh. Do
he
y'all have? Yo,
said a
is
he said a
it?
cat getting beat with a sack of nickels
Yes, that's
on
wild.
the chalkboard.
That's wild, bro.
But there,
I'm
but
trying
there
to.
were a lot of people that had good records that really can't sing. Like yo, I like Trey Songz. I like a lot of his music.
Hmm.
Hey girl, and all that stuff. I think those joints is fire. They get me up out of my seat.
Yeah.
But sing,
Your live performance, yeah, no
nah, son.
bueno.
He sound like Scooby Doo with Parkinson's.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
I
Wow.
was like, yo, what the?
oh. Now I can't unsee that, man.
Yeah.
So why I picture Scooby Doo ripped up. He ripped up.
Now I will say this. I will give him credit for this because he did perform one of his songs
With a
in an
damn cat
unplugged
getting beat.
setting, and he sounded good.
Oh,
Okay.
Scooby
But
Doo and a cat.
unfortunately, I've seen other performances.
You
I'm
Yeah.
remember
sorry.
he was at when he tried to do
Uh,
that tribute to Prince? You inspired me. I
Yeah,
was like, don't ever tell nobody that. Don't ever tell nobody Prince ain't inspired this nonsense you doing up here.
just sing
Oh.
your side of the bed and keep it moving.
Yeah.
Like for real.
you could do
Sound
a
like
duet with that,
Scooby Doo if he was shaved bald in Antarctica with Parkinson's trying to sing.
That
and you
man
put him with
shit
the,
run.
then you put him with that cat scratching on the chalkboard, getting beat with the nickels.
Yo, can Bobby Brown sing, y'all?
Nope.
No,
In
Okay.
the
yeah, I said
shower, I'm
that.
sure.
Yeah, it was like they had artists pick one had to go. It was Bobby Brown, Guy. I think I sent it to you cats,
Right.
and I put on it Bobby Brown because I'm not getting rid of the Guy, Blackstreet. Um,
But Bobby
can't remember
had
what it
good
was.
music though.
Oh, Johnny Gill, that was the other one.
Bobby generally put together good music. I tell you who
Right.
somebody I think can sing that don't put together good music, and you wonder why. Is I always felt like Christopher Williams could sing. Now, am I saying he's an elite vocalist? No, right?
He had a decent voice.
Yeah,
He has a
but
decent voice.
but but he never put together great music though.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like if you buy a Christopher Williams album, you already know it was $6.99 for a reason because it was almost like a maxi single, even though it had like 15 songs on it,
Yeah.
right? You know, so you knew like
You
you
skipping
already,
about 12 of them.
yeah, 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 you already knew 8 of them was gonna be whack off the rip. But somebody, people got to get their publishing dollars. People got to make money, so they're gonna put like 17 songs on here so they can get royalty down the road. But yeah, man, you like, man, dang, this dude's the song "Every Little Thing You Do."
oh man, yeah.
That is the they used to play in a club. They would play that and the song by Angela Winbush back
Angel,
to back. No,
which one?
the one that came out when Lisa came out. Remember Lisa came out with a song in the 90s.
Mm,
Um,
all cried out. You talking about all cried out? Lisa.
You talking about treat me right?
Treat
No,
You
no,
Right.
no.
Treat You Right is the Angela Winbush song.
Treat you right. You talking about Lost
Yeah.
in Emotion by Lisa?
No.
Mm.
It was a song. It came out. It was when Lisa was dating a dude from CNC Music Factory.
Oh, she was
The-
dating Freedom.
yeah, the song came out in like 92, 93. Let me see. Shh. Oh my God. Let me see. I'm gonna look it up. So it's
I was gonna say hum a little bit.
let me see. I got Let the Beat Hit 'Em. Let the beat hit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
Let the take control.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Round and round and up and down.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So they in the club they would play that and the Christopher Williams song and Angela
You talking about
Winbush
that? You talking about
Treat
Christmas
You Right.
with I dance with myself because ain't nobody to talk to or whatever. That one?
Yeah, I remember that. New Jack City, right? No, that's not New Jack City. That's actually before
No,
that.
that's before. That's on this first album.
The Bobby Brown song. I talk to myself when
myself.
there is no one to
No one
talk
to talk
to.
to.
Yeah, it was basically my prerogative.
Mhm.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. It was my prerogative
Mhm.
for Christopher Williams. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, DSJ, is there somebody out there though that you feel like is totally terrible and you don't know how they got a record deal? Singers?
Genuine.
I know why
Man,
Genuine got a record deal, bro.
he was telling you to ride that pony, dog.
As soon as the music play, he just take his shirt off and girls ain't
Yeah.
heard another word, bro.
He was so anxious.
So, ain't nobody gonna tell me that Genuine ain't the A-Rab, bro.
Wait.
Genuine is from Saudi Arabia, bro. I promise you.
Genuine is half Dominican or something like that.
No, bro. That man is the Iron Sheik, bro.
He's a Persian prince.
Yes.
Yeah, my man.
Him and the dude from Jason's Lyric, both of them. For real, bro. Yo, a cat ain't gonna tell me. Alan Payne don't own a gas station, bro.
They call Alan Payne Aki.
Yes. Yo, when that man took his shirt off in Jason's Lyric, bro, come on, don't tell me I ain't seen Jason's Lyric, bro.
Yeah, he did. He
So
took his shirt
he
off
had
and
that
went.
Teen Wolf action going on.
Man, when he took his
Yes.
shirt off, his chest said,
Yes. Bro, so he took his shirt off. I heard the dude singing Soul Glow in the background. Bro, bro, yeah. Yeah. Hey, DSA, you ain't gonna tell me, bro. You can't tell me that Genuine ain't the A-Rab though, bro. Come on, bro.
And he's something.
"Oh
One
man,
thing
look,
he's not. One thing he's not is a singer.
man, look."
Ooh.
Talking about he's the Arab. We talking about cat sounds. You know, people sound like a cat scratching on the chalkboard, getting beat by nickels.
Yo, my cousin swears she the GOAT, bro.
She sound like a goat.
Which one? That screaming goat?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. She that GOAT from
She-
Thor. That's her. That's the kid.
I never heard anybody have that much confidence belting out the wrong note.
Hey, that's the confidence, man. You gotta have the confidence. I can't even keep it. I can't stop
Nah,
laughing.
man, you can't like you gotta know. See, that's false confidence, and you gotta know better. Because when you know better, you don't get up, you don't get on stage and be like, I had one wish. Nick, I wish you would get off the stage. What are you
Please.
doing? You know
Because
you can't sing.
you know what you got me thinking about is Living Color when they brought out Little Magic.
Yo, wow, man. Yo,
Uh,
wow, man.
Little Magic, or you had Reefus and Cece.
Yeah, she's definitely on that level.
Oh, wow. Wow.
You remember that with Reefus?
Yeah, yeah.
Why you interrupt my singing? Well, I just had to tell you because you made a good point there when he was singing the song. Now, how did you get the sugar in the plum?
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. It's not like I can't enjoy your music because in the studio you can do things to a voice.
Mm-hmm.
You can time align it. You know, now they got auto tune. Like you can make it sound good.
Right.
Is when you pay $50 for a ticket, you find out like, oh no, you can't.
Yeah, you don't have
You
50
can't.
takes to perform live.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
run it back real quick. Yeah, ain't nobody running it back.
Yeah.
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 And so you have a lot more people like that, and they have that false confidence, like they can really sing. Like even early on in his career, T-Pain was like that. Like he had that false
Man.
confidence until
Yeah.
Yeah.
he came to South Carolina and ran into a savage trying to make a name for himself. He was like, well, sing live. You ain't gonna be in this industry long. And then, you know, my man did with anybody who wants to be the best at their craft do, and he started taking singing lessons,
Yeah.
vocal coaching, and
Yeah.
now he sound pretty good. His Tiny Desk was,
That was Jackie's fundraiser.
I
Yeah.
was like, okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of people that like, yo, man, I love Keith Sweat.
Another goat in
Yes.
terms of singing.
Bad.
Now I can find
There you
it.
go, telling me no. Yeah.
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 I wish he was just a writer. Just write the hits.
Man, look,
Yeah.
Keith made it last forever.
He made it
Yes.
last forever.
Yeah, I'm so grateful that Joe covered that song.
Oh yeah.
Man, look, he did it, and then Sweat. Hey, he brought the collabos. Look, hey, he was part of LSG.
I don't know how he was in there. I don't know how they let
Uh,
him be in that
yeah.
group, bro. I don't know how they let him be in that
Yeah.
group, bro.
I
Because
mean,
those
come
are
on,
two
man.
guys can
Because he
sing.
was best friends with them guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
him and
They asked
Gerald. Hey,
They asked Johnny last.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they asked Johnny last. They was
They
like,
asked,
"Yo, we
yeah, they
trying to."
asked Johnny last, but that was only because of the fact that he was at that point he was still touring with
Yeah,
and
yeah. They had just came off tour. They was or something like yeah, yeah, yeah,
LSG. Come on, baby. Yeah, LSG. I mean, his cuss with Ron Isley. Hey, man.
yeah, yeah.
And then he had Aaron Hall on the cut with him. That Funky Dope Lover.
Funky Dope Lovin'. Yeah.
Fire, fire. My man from the Rude Boys can sing, bro. My man
Mm-hmm.
from the Rude Boys is very underrated, right? But I struggle with this thing. Is all the Rude Boys better than Solo? I don't think so. I just think
No.
Solo was cornballs though. I like because I think Solo could the dudes in Solo. I think they could sing, man. I just think they corny, right? And vice versa. I think the Goodfellas were man fantastic. They just didn't have strong enough voices.
What about Bennett Large?
I just don't like, bro. I can't watch 500-pound men whine
Right.
for like
Like
48 minutes, bro.
Yo,
it sucks that they were a gimmick.
Bro, they like the opposite of the Weather Girls, bro.
oh
He told me,
gosh.
hey, use me. He told the girl, use me.
Bro, my roommate had a CD, bro. He put that thing on, and it just depressed your whole day, bro. Like the whole like you listening to everybody doing you wrong. Damn, it's like listening to damn Fantasia.
Oh Lord.
I just I borrowed my coworker Fantasia CD, bro. I promise you, I have personally I have never listened to an entire Fantasia CD, bro, ever.
Same here.
And Ruben Studdard, that too.
Mm.
I have never listened to an entire Ruben Studdard CD, bro. I just can't.
What about David Peaston?
Talented, but he just can't shoot. He a cornball. Or he was a cornball. Right. He wasn't even swaggy like Freddie Jackson, who was the epitome of cornball, but could sing. And Freddie Jackson albums, I don't know if people notice, but Freddie Jackson albums, people think that it's all You Are My Lady, but it's not. It's actually like some Mr. Magician type songs
Mm-hmm.
on Freddie Jackson albums. Like he redid So Fine. Ooh, so fine, so fine, so fine. Mm-mm. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, so Soulfing, who do you think is better, Freddie Jackson or Luther?
I was talking about it. They always come up. I'm more Luther than I am Freddie. They're both good singers, but I lean harder to Luther. I like Luther. Even though Freddie had them songs, he tell you, "You are
I
my
rock with both of them.
lady." I like them both, but and damn Luther, because I'm gonna tell you, my cut only for one night,
Yeah.
which is on many a playlist. So many a child was born in that.
I always thought Luther sung female songs.
And he did. When you look back and start looking, because I started really looking at the songs. He was covering a lot of their songs. He's like, oh dang.
Hey, when a grown ass 300-pound man with a Jerry curl talking about how somebody putting them through changes, you
Hmm.
like, bro, Luther, nah, that's what females say, dog.
But the thing about it, Luther was taking that song and it became his song.
They
That's the
yeah.
crazy thing. But yeah, it's like that's so. Oh, like oh, hold on. No sleep to Brooklyn. Luther sang it. Oh yeah, DSJ, that's his song now, man. You might as well
Yeah.
just give it up.
Sorry, DSA.
Sorry, yeah, that's Luther's song.
Yeah.
As
My
long as I
father
get
got
paid
mad
for
at
the
me.
publishing.
Well, touche. Touche. But Sophie, my father I had a Luther tape playing in the room, and my father came and took it out of the thing and pulled all the tape stuff. Take this shit out. Keep playing it to him. He called him a word that I can't say on the internet. Can't take that. All that damn whining.
Is it does it deal with the is it the word that the British call the cigarettes?
Maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just thought Luther Vandross was a homebody because he always talked about how he was all right till his baby came home.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just,
He
But he
don't
tell
like
you,
to
a
go
house
out.
was not a. You don't have to go out. And the house is not a home. A chair is not a chair.
bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. Some of Luther up tempo stuff was fire.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
With the joint, the heavy
Ding,
D.
ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, that's his first song, right?
Stop the love. Was it Stop the Love? Work I can't remember. It was something
Stop to
love.
Love was his first
Stop the
one,
Love.
and then Never Too Much.
Never
Never
too
too
much.
much.
Yeah. Never too much is the yeah.
And
Yeah.
the one that heavy D oh, got me waiting. Heavy D sample got me waiting.
Yeah.
Let me see. Got me.
Never too much. Never too much. Man, that never too much was like the one of the summer barbecue tracks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, don't you know? Don't you
Don't you know?
know that?
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't. Uh, mm, 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 mm. I want your love. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But Luther, to me, my favorite up tempo song is the song on the from House Party. You remember Luther song from House Party?
It's all right.
Bad Boy Having a Party.
Oh yeah, bad boy having
Oh
a party.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do, 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 do,
Yes.
do, do, do. Yeah, yeah. That's my joint. That's my favorite up tempo Luther joint. It's all right. Mm, mm, mm. Hey, y'all know anything about anything about house music?
A little bit.
Yeah, I can Chuck. Can you put me on to like some house music classics outside of Percolator and
Time
Follow
for the
Me?
percolator. Time for the
Fuck
percolator.
that.
Time for the percolator.
Oh, uh,
Well, peanut butter jelly don't fall under that.
Why is it every time I turn on the radio?
Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly.
we're telling you baseball bat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Where?
yeah, yo,
That's
I'm
just like chicken noodle soup. Chicken noodle soup. Chicken noodle soup with a soda.
yeah, man.
Um,
Michelle
is
De
is is
DJ
is
Ocello.
this?
Man, I made my old lady so mad with that. Talking about, I said, what you eating, babe? Oh, I'm making some chicken noodle soup. I said, some chicken noodle soup with a soda on the side.
Oh boy, they get mad when you do that, bro.
Yeah, it's kids. What y'all eating? Chicken noodle soup? Chicken noodle soup? Chicken noodle soup with a soda on the side? Do you have to say that all the time? What about chicken soup? Oh, chicken noodle soup. Chicken noodle soup. Chicken noodle soup with a soda on the side. I couldn't help it.
Yo, what about you remember the song by Queen Latifah, Don't Make Me Wait?
Mm-hmm. Come
Don't
into
make
my
me
house.
wait. Come into my house.
Mm-hmm. Give me body.
That y'all remember Don't Make Me Over by Sybil?
Don't make
Mm-hmm.
me over.
Yeah.
Well, you had the Jungle Brothers come out. Girl, I house you.
Yeah.
Come into my house now.
But aside from like the handful, but if I ask y'all about R&B, man, y'all hit me with like 1,000 songs. But when it comes to is house and techno two different things?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So what's the great techno songs out there?
Well, you had techno groups like, well, I guess you could consider Depeche Mode a techno group, right? They had Enjoy the Silence. That album right there.
Yeah.
Um, Art of Noise would be considered techno, I do believe.
All the Noise had that song,
Moments in Love, Beatbox.
that bum bum boom, bum bum bum.
Yeah.
Aqua.
Yeah. Pump it up. Yeah. What about Tom Tom Club? Is that like
Huh?
a?
Nah, Tom Tom Club was
Is that
more.
pop?
That's pop.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. Tom Tom Club in 1980, that song
Yeah.
was so different. It was like a new wave thing. Like like
Mm-hmm.
like I Can't Wait by New Shoes. I don't know if that's
Mm-hmm.
R&B or pop or
New Shoes
dance.
is more pop. I'll say that's
No,
considered
that's a
pop.
pop. That's a pop
That's
joint.
pop. What
Okay.
about because that was it's not techno. What's the song? Can't remember the track, the name, the title, but three Buffalo girls around outside, round outside, round outside.
Right. Right. I can't remember the name of the song. Is it Buffalo Dance?
I think it is. No, Buffalo Dance is Nina Cherry, I think, or she
Okay.
had something similar to that. Yeah, I'm surprised I remember that one. Damn, damn, Freezy made me bring up somebody I hadn't all about.
And I'm looking at the techno tracks, man, and I don't recognize any of these songs, man.
Any of those groups I was naming on there, like Depeche Mode, are they considered techno?
Um, I'm going down the list. I didn't get to them yet. I don't see them. Yeah, yeah.
It is CNC Music Factory techno or dance?
Their dance. Because when you say techno to me, because man, every time I remember, now this is during my time in service, man, they used to play a lot of techno overseas, and cats would be running around with them damn glow sticks, doing weird shit.
I remember that. Mhm.
Yeah, I just think about the opening scene of Blade.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that's techno.
yeah,
Or
yeah.
even at the basketball game, you know how they got that one song.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the
Yeah.
timeout to be over, fellas.
Yes. Yes. This DJ is whack. Yes. Yeah. Um, yeah, man. I'm struggling with that. I'm starting to struggle with reggae too. I don't know the difference between reggae and dancehall anymore. Is it the same thing?
No, the reggae
No,
was way
dancehall was a little. The reggae is a little smoother, slower. Dancehall had that harder, rougher beat. And it was up tempo more.
Right.
Like I want to say Benny Man was considered more dancehall, but then
yeah,
reggae would be like Waylon Souls and Still Pulse.
Okay. So reggae is Sister Nancy.
yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry, it's all that you can
Yeah,
say.
say yeah, yeah. I love that song, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, man. Oh man, listen. That's why the first song, because I could have went with Cuff,
Mm.
but
It,
I love Sorry, man. That's just
because
and somebody
Yellow
that's
Man
one.
is considered what dancehall or reggae. Well, he does a little bit of both though, right? Or
he
is he
does.
just
Yeah, I think
he does both?
he fits in both categories.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. No, I feel you. So I'm trying.
Bougie Bunton too.
We
Bougie, I
have
want to say Bougie Bunton is what I think he's more dancehall.
He's more dancehall.
dance hall. Yeah. Yeah. Super Cat is more dance hall too. I think.
I think he just blurs the line because his earlier work would be considered reggae,
Reggae. Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
later stuff would be more closer to dancehall.
Dance
And
hall. As soon as dance hall was a thing, he was it. He was in it. Yeah. Yeah.
he said,
So
"Forget my
Shaba is dance hall,
browning."
right?
Yeah, he's a dance hall all the way.
Yo, I remember, man. My man told,
Shaba and your girl Patra.
yeah, yo, Patrick. Look, if you looking, I'm over it, Patrick. If you watching this video, look at me now. Look at me now. That's all I'm gonna. I'm going to get Busta Rhymes to sing to do a rap verse really fast just for you, Patrick. Look at me now. But my man had told, yo, Cats is mad immature. My homeboy told our friend that his girl looked like Shaba, right?
Oh,
Bumbleclaw.
Bro. And all I heard was two dudes fighting on the side of a car, bro. Breaking, you know how the mirror, like he slammed a man on the mirror, and the mirror snapped down. Yeah, man. He told,
that is,
I,
man, that's bad. Your girl look like Shaba. That's cold. That,
yeah,
yeah, we gotta fight, man.
yeah.
We gotta fight.
Or you need to take your man to the eye doctor because maybe
Mm,
he don't know that.
man, that's
Maybe you got
cold.
to take your man's to Pearl Vision Center.
And
That's
Lord
cold.
forbid if it's around. Lord forbid if it's around the time of Living Color where they did, when Marlon did Mr. Ugly Man.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Bro, I honestly, bro, you can't tell
that's
somebody they girl look like Shaba, bro. You just can't.
it's like my boy. And I'm surprised my man didn't get never got bust upside his head. But he was talking about this. So one of his soldiers came up to him talking about the chick he was talking to, and so she was all right. She had a nice little body and all that, but she had this one jacked up tooth. You can kind of see it was kind of small, you know. And the guy was talking about, yeah, man, so and so talking. He's like, oh man, I didn't know you was talking to Tiny Tooth.
Bro,
They were on
bro, that's what I'm saying. Grown men don't care, bro. Men don't care,
yeah,
bro.
yeah, they were calling old girl Tiny Tooth. That was her
Yeah. My
Tiny
cousin,
Tooth.
I think it was Bub. If it wasn't my cousin Bub, man, it was somebody else. So Bub, I'm sorry if it wasn't you. But he told his brother that his girl looked like Sam Cassell. And bro, we laughed,
Oh.
Yeah, yeah,
bro, we
yeah.
laughed for a month, bro. Do you
If you,
know how hard it is to laugh for a month straight, bro?
No, I do.
if your girl look like Sam Cassell,
Man, you
I
need to
got questions.
reevaluate. Yeah, you need to
Bro,
Stay
reevaluate.
Serious
single.
questions.
We gotta get your vision checked. Seriously. You know,
he
stat.
told
It's
that man his
emergency.
girl looked like Sam Cassell. And then she gonna get out the car and then try to cuss at him. And we looking at her like, "Shit,
You do look
you
like
don't look
Sam
like Sam
Cassell.
Cassell." Yo,
Y'all
yo,
cold blooded like a Rick James single. Man.
he was cold as ice.
It's Cody Tyson.
Bro, yo, DSJ, you have no idea what it's like to laugh at the same joke for 1 month straight, bro. Like
I
she
do.
would she
Yeah.
would be
Yeah.
outside and blow the horn, and and my man would be like, "Yo, Area 54 outside." Yeah, you know, they remixed that joke so many times, bro.
Man, look, my man used to call them
Of
alien
course I
head.
know how to do that. I'm a troll.
Man, I used to laugh at because I knew what you saying about calling him. I mean, you talked about laughing at the same thing. That was like we were playing Bones, and my man Sweet came over to the house, and I kept telling my man Crumb, "Don't mess with him, man." You know, Crumb, a Sweet man, he full of that oil. He's not drinking brew. He on that liquor, so he got jokes.
Oh, yeah,
And you see, my man, he had a widow peak. He had a gap. His mustache didn't quite connect,
right.
and then he had one of them
Yeah,
cleft
his
chins.
lip uneven. That's what it is. He
Yeah,
had
and
uneven lip.
then and he used to wear and his glasses was kind of thick. Well, they were they were thick because you can see, he put them out. He burning anthills.
Oh my god,
He can
bro.
start a forest fire. But anyway, he always trying to joke, and I told him, bro, you ain't ready for this.
Yeah.
And because he used to mess with me, and I told him, said, brother, you're the only cat I know that can drink through a straw, smoke a cigarette at the same damn time.
Oh
You know,
man.
you
When
know.
he
I
had a
told,
Oh
widow's
my
peak
god.
and uneven teeth, yeah,
oh
he's a
man, yeah,
vampire.
yeah,
Yeah.
and they was like, man, you like the broke black Eddie Monster. They call
Oh,
See,
they
yep,
killing this
he
man.
knew it. He knew it.
Yeah,
Vampires.
yeah.
Oh
It
my
was I'll get back. We were playing Bones. He had a Jack. He had a bet with my man Jack that if he won, if he lost, Jack had to shave his head. But if Crumb lost, he had to shave his little widow peak, right?
yeah.
Well, neither one of them won, so they both had to go through. Jack had no problem. He walking
Right.
around. We was calling him Shaq. He was like
Yeah.
Shaq when he shaved his head. But Crumb, he hated carrying the widow peak. We didn't see him. We were on the ship on deployment in the middle of the ocean. Nobody saw him for about a month.
What?
So,
So
yeah, he shaved.
he was to work and back in his bunk. That's
But
it.
yes, yeah. But back to side. But back to the whole thing. So he kept messing with my man Sweet. I said Sweet. I said Joe, Crumb, leave him alone, man. You ain't ready for these kind of jokes.
Let him live, bro. Let
Let
him
him. I said just leave him alone. And he kept on. And I said, all right, bro. I like Sweet lit into him. And he said he just told him, said, man, you just ugly. You just an ugly human. He said, you just an ugly human being. He said, no, man, you ain't even human. You like a monster. He said, you know what? Your name, they call you Crown. They should be calling you Barack O Monster.
Oh wow. They killing
And
this dude, bro. But why he sit there and tell why he be pushing the button, bro?
but he didn't. I mean, but that's just what it was. But the thing is, they called him when he said Barack
The
O
man could be
Monster.
so immature, bro.
Yeah, he kept messing with him. But when Sweet called him Barack O Monster, they messed up the domino game. So this is at Crumb's. This is at my man Crumb's apartment.
Right.
That got to the base.
Mm.
It got on base. I don't know how it got on base because I didn't see nobody and tell him.
Right.
But cats were walking around. He wouldn't even. You didn't see him. You walking around. Hey, what's up, old monster?
Oh, they killing this dude. He got to change it. He had to change his image, bro. He had to
He
tighten
still
up, bro.
he still kept it the same way, man.
Oh my god, bro.
But
No,
literally, he could drink out of a straw, and smoke a cigarette at the same time.
bro. I don't know why they do that, bro. Bro, when you know these things when you be about 13, you're like, oh yeah, I need braces, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. That was one thing. Sweet. That was one of the first things he said. Man, you were in the world's finest military, in the world's finest navy. What kind of dental plan do you have?
Right. Bro, you gotta do your thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do your thing, man. But I don't know. People just I don't know.
hmm I mean, when your teeth are kind of spaced, and you can whistle, spit, and smoke a cigarette at the same
At the same
time. Hey,
time.
man.
Yeah. That's bad, bro. That's bad. That's bad.
But I
Hey,
mean, but the Sam Cassell.
bro, yo, the joke, it was for a whole month, bro. A
Yeah, I
whole
don't.
month,
Yeah,
bro. The joke
I
never
don't know what's
died, bro.
funnier. I don't know what's funnier, the fact that you got a girl that looks like Sam Cassell or Crumb who went from Eddie Munster to Nosferatu. Like that is comedy
Comedy,
all
bro.
on this.
Yeah,
Comedy,
he's
bro.
still they still hey some cats still talking about man. You talk to Barack and they fill it up. What old monster? No man, talk to him in a minute.
Bro. I don't understand it, bro.
Hey, some
I,
people
I
just
you know what I'm
some
saying?
people.
Well, yo, but so when you bring your new girl around and then like you like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I'm just at old girl house and everybody like, yo, what she look like? What she look like? You know what I'm saying? You get cats like shorty good, shorty fine, shorty, you know what I'm saying, all this stuff. And then she come around and she look like Sam Cassell. You know what I'm saying? You
Boy,
like,
Sam Cassell borderline sleep stack.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
you might
so
as well
forget
be,
and
might as well
she
claim your single status.
may as well. But SJ, the kicker is she looked like Sam Cassell, right? But she had the um the tiny finger waves, like the girl from Brownstone.
Oh
Oh
no.
no!
Yes, she
Oh.
did, bro.
So
She
she
had
had an
like the
alien.
teeny finger waves,
So she had an alien head to go along with it.
bro. They was calling her Area 54, bro. I promise you.
So she was looking at a Roger from American Dad.
Worse, Bro, I'm telling you.
DSJ, you ever watch American Dad?
Yeah, man.
Nah, but I know the characters. Oh man, you tell me that.
Finger
Oh
waves ain't for
man,
everybody. You know what I'm saying?
No, figure waves
it,
ain't,
it
man.
ain't.
And if you got an odd shaped head, if you got a Sam Cassell head, you gotta have hair.
Yeah.
You feel me? You gotta
Mhm.
have hair. Even if you gotta get them poetic justice extension braids
But the
or
thing is,
something.
is if she had braids, she probably had a big. If she would tell me that she had a big forehead too, right?
Yes.
So she basically had what we would call down south a pregnant head.
She looked like Sam Cassell, bro. I'm telling
So
you.
so she headbutted somebody. She going to prison for
She on she
attempted
locked
murder.
up. She locked up. She might get the chair.
Hey, so if she had a headache, all hell breaking loose.
Yes. Bro, I'm telling you. Yeah.
She had to have been the nicest person in the world, cause
Nah, she had an attitude, bro.
oh
She was,
no,
you know what?
Yeah.
oh god,
So she was mad because she was ugly, huh?
No, she was one. She had the attitude like she kind of knew she
She was
looked
the
like Sam
finest thing.
Cassell, so she overdid it the other way. And dudes
Hmm.
was like, man, she won't even talk to me, man. I was trying to holler at her, you know what I'm saying? See if I can get her to make me some pasta salad and shit or something. And she trying to play me on some
Well, see, she should have been smart and put on a Sam Cassell jersey and signed some autographs.
or something. Or something. You know, or something, bro. Like
She
you
could have
know,
been a she could have been a stunt double in Alien 2.
yeah, yeah. The one,
oh
remember they would
man.
run into the end of the ship before the door closed. The alien was chasing
Yeah.
them down the tunnel.
Hmm.
Yeah,
With a
yes,
stunt double.
yes, yes, bro. And he like, but look at her body. No, I don't want to look over there.
Man, look, sometimes, man, you be like, look, man, hey, I couldn't wake up to that. Like, man, you gotta imagine that without makeup too. Oh my god, I ain't the prettiest thing in the world, but still.
Yeah, bro. I woke up to some. I
Hey,
think
so,
I told you. I think I told y'all the story like a million times, right? But um, I was at a place called Fort Polk, Louisiana. Right. This is like
mm,
1989, 90, somewhere in there. And we used to leave and go to Leesville, DeRidder, um, um, Marksville,
mm-hmm.
um, um,
All those
all these different places,
small little spots down there, but they had some
small little
stuff down
spot.
there.
And occasionally we'll make our way towards Texas, right? Go to like we'll go to North Louisiana and just ride out just to see what's going on or whatever. And bro, we found a small town, like we was on a road, like trying to go somewhere. It's like 10 o'clock at night. Maybe I think we was just trying to make it somewhere. And we saw a line of cars parked on the side of the road. Right? It was like all these cars. We slowed down, and then you can hear the music. It was like 92, I think, something like that. Because you can hear the music. Vibe, vibe, that vibe. It was like,
Mm,
okay, okay. So we circled back around. They had a big gravel parking lot, right? We didn't know that's where the fights used to be, right? We just figured, "Oh, okay, it's good parking over here. Ain't nobody parked over here. We ain't know. We out of town, whatever." And so it's two cars, like it's like five, it's like four of us and two cars, right? So we park, we go in, and so finger no lie. It was so many short, it was like packed with all the finest Louisiana women that you ever seen, right?
mm-hmm.
And this girl kept buying me drinks. She's like, oh, you light. I like you. Right? She drinking. I mean, she buying me drinks. I'm drinking. And then she disappear. Right? And I'm drinking, still drinking. And my homeboy like, hey, you sure you good? And I'm like, I'm good. What? And they like, all right, then we'll be back. right? And I'm like, I'm drunk, bro. That's the last thing I remembered from that night.
Oh man, you waking up
A-
at somebody's house.
And I woke up and it's like somebody was beaming a flashlight in my eye. And I'm like, God damn it. It's the sun coming through the blinds, through the window, right? And I hear somebody knock on the door. Hey, the breakfast ready. Y'all want some breakfast? I was like, breakfast? What the fuck? Bro, I wake up. I on my eyes, I look, it's this lady. She had to be at least 200 pounds and was smiling like a
Just a cat, huh? Ears all in the mouth.
yes. And I was like, oh, she was smiling. DSJ, she was smiling, boy. She was smiling. And she got up and all this.
How many goals you had in the mouth?
On the top row, the bottom row.
Yeah. How many? Yeah.
Which you talking about top row or the bottom? Because I think she had like 3 on the top row and like
top,
2 on the bottom.
Bottom. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man. I was like, oh. She was like, oh, listen, mama cooked us breakfast. You hungry? And I was like, damn, I can't just wild out and cuss her out because her mama in there. You know what I'm saying? I
But
was
see,
like,
the
nah,
thing
man.
is, hey, you was a target though. You walked in, and they like, hey, you 6'5". You like, hey, they say you light skinned it.
Military shape. You know, I'm in
Military
military
shape.
shape.
Yeah, you
Because I'm
in
probably
good
like
shape, like
210. Yeah, I'm probably like 210 at the time.
yeah. You and then you talk funny because they know you ain't. You talk funny.
Man. So I ain't gonna lie. When I went in the kitchen, her mama looked the same as her except gray hair.
Hmm.
The exact same.
Had on a moo shuffling through the.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey baby, you hungry?
And the irony to that is even though that ain't never went no further, me and her wound up being great friends. Right. Me and that lady wound up being great,
Mm-hmm.
great friends. Right. But she like, when you coming back to the house?
First man everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. But you said you was coming, yeah, I know, but I'm with the fellas, you know what I'm saying? And so we used to be, I mean, great, great friends, always looked out for me, you know what I'm saying, and all that stuff. But can you imagine, bro? Like you have your mind on a certain type, right? Like with me, if I don't get a certain type, I'll strike out, right? Like you know how
Mm-hmm.
some people just they'll like kind of take what they can get. You know everybody's thing is different, right?
Mm-hmm.
So don't judge me. I ain't judging nobody else. I'm just saying
Yeah.
everybody go about doing anything differently, right? You know what I'm saying? Everybody different strokes for different folks, right? Bro, I wake up and I'm like, oh, hey, you ain't got no clothes on, and she smile. I'm like, oh boy, and you know what I'm thinking? I'm not thinking how I'm gonna get out of this. I'm thinking when I get back to the car, when
I'm
they come
whoop.
pick me up,
I'm
my
whooping
boys,
y'all. They gonna clown you first. They gonna. He had
they
jokes.
was killing me, bro. They was killing me, bro. They was killing me. They was, oh my God, they was killing me.
I
But that
think
was
no,
like
that's
I mean, it is what it is, man.
yeah, that's a military thing right there, man. Because you man, yeah, I had situations. I woke up. I'm like, where the hell am I walking around? I'm like, oh God, damn,
You look
damn.
in your wallet. You look in your wallet. You got all your money, right? You like, oh, let
Mm-hmm.
me make sure I got all my every dime you left Fort Polk with is in your wallet, right?
Mm-hmm.
But all your condoms is gone.
Mm-hmm. Man, that was like when I woke up with put a pair of brown socks on. I was like, oh shit. Sun was beaming, my head was bumping. I was like, oh.
Bro,
And
she took me out there to the fellas, or the fellas was out there waiting on me. She gave me a ride out there, and she pull up. You know what I'm saying? I think it in an old Toyota Camry, like an old rusty red Toyota Camry.
In the
I think
B
it was
2000, huh?
I think it was a stick shift. That's how old it was.
Yeah, B 2000.
Bro, them dudes roasted me, bro. Oh my god, bro.
Yeah. Let's see.
Talking about the babies is on the way. Oh my god.
I'd been mad because I was like, man, y'all set me up for failure, man. You set me
Bro.
up for failure. You know, I was up there drinking. I wasn't in my right mind.
So one girl giving me the drinks, and then I wound up leaving, going with another girl. It was the setup. They was probably friends.
Well, see, that kind of happened with I was shooting my shot. I'm getting rhythm from one, but this other one, you know, and I'm drinking, and then I said, let me go to the bar. What you drinking? Oh, I'm drinking double shots. Oh, okay. Get them two. Oh, well, thank you. Well, how about you? Let me get you back on this one. Oh, no, I'm good. I'm good. You know, about 8 double shots later.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You was pretty. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
You're vulnerable.
Oh
yeah.
man. Well, how you gonna come back? You gonna stay with me? And I was supposed to be saying. I told him, I was like, hey man, don't let me go, man. I've been drinking, and I'm gonna say I'm in opposite mode. It was your opposite mode. I may say yes when I mean no. I
Right.
mean literally. So you gonna stay with me? Yeah. Okay, we see you. Oh
Yeah.
damn. And next thing I'm waking up the next morning. I'm like, oh hell, what the hell? What the? Don't tell me. It was that same situation looking in there. I'm like, oh man, I got nothing but socks on. Damn.
Oh my god, bro. I mean, yeah, yeah, bro.
At least she made you breakfast.
Yeah. But it's bad when you wake up and they leaning over looking at you like this with a smile.
Oh my god,
How was your night? I was like, shit, I don't remember nothing. Shit. I got a headache. I'm dehydrated. I'm gonna get the hell up out of here. And I'm gonna choke everybody that was with me
right.
last night.
Hey, bro, you ever heard of a place called Anderson?
Anderson Lewis? No, I ain't heard of that. That must be teeny tiny down south.
Okay, okay, okay. Because I've been to Anderson a few times, man, like 10 times.
Hmm.
And I've been to play. You know, I keep talking about Marksville. Talk
Hmm.
about the girl that talked like the Smoking Nick, but she looked like Beyonce. Shout out to the Smoking Nick, man. Shout out to Smoke wherever he at. Yeah, man.
She
Yeah,
was rough with it, huh?
yeah. Hey, boy, come see. Come see. What the? Hey, so am I lying, bro?
No, you
And
telling the truth. Hey,
they
come
like,
see now. Hey, come see.
yeah.
What you doing over there, baby?
Yo, at the first time I heard it, I was like, what? What? But anyways, man, fellas, I'm gonna get out of here, man.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get out of here and try to get me some sleep, man. Get some
I
rest.
know. We've been rocking for 3 hours and almost 45 minutes.
45 minutes, man. Hey, DSA, you did a great job, bro.
I appreciate that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I hijacked it when y'all was talking about Kanye, like Kanye and Kanye West inventing. I'm still, bro. I'm still. I just can't, bro. I can't, and I can't, man. So Finger, we're gonna try to make it to um summer league, right? Unless some business related stuff come up,
Hmm.
we're gonna try to make it to Vegas for summer league.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I think I can definitely do that because, I'm trying to get over there within the next couple of months before my daughter has this baby so I can see my
Right,
granddaughter. My
right.
second granddaughter, but I was trying to get over to summer league before, so yeah, I think I could definitely make that happen.
Yeah,
Because, like I said, that's a 45-minute flight for me,
okay.
or a 4-hour drive.
Either way, 4 hours
So,
is 4 hours is from where I'm at to Atlanta or to Virginia.
mm, yeah, more
So
likely
it's
I'm a fly man because I can't, man. That drive is gonna hurt. Damn.
yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, so we're gonna try unless some production stuff come up.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If some stuff come up, then we probably won't go. But the intent is for us to go. Me, Bully, King Ribby, and some others are thinking about getting a Airbnb
Okay.
in Vegas, like a big one of them big porn style mansions where everybody can have room and that you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying we can stretch out or whatever
It just
and
depends on what part you want to go. If you're gonna do that, you want to probably be closer to like in Henderson instead of going too far out. Because Henderson is on the outside, you can drive in and out. So you want to probably do Henderson instead of going straight into Vegas. Because if you go on the north, because all the construction guys, so the north side of Vegas is gonna be that's a drive.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We gonna figure something out because it's gonna be we gonna figure out something, man. That's
Well,
if the
I asked my daughter. I checked with my daughter and my folk I got over there too. I got cousins over there. I'll find out, what's a good location for Airbnbs. We're gonna do the summer league because that's gonna be at the Thomas and Mack. So to put us,
yeah.
put you a little closer, and then with the strip and all like that. Because construction, it's been rougher there because they had the Indy 500 there. They had everything ripped up, man. It was bad.
Wow, wow, wow.
Traffic was bad down there.
Yeah. So we'll see. We got like what 6 months? About
Uh
six
huh.
about 6 months. So if everything go right, man, we're gonna try to do it. But anyway, I'm gonna get out of here, man. Get me some rest, man. Thank y'all for rocking DSJ. You did great, man. And hopefully we can do some other stuff. We're gonna do to Perdition at some point.
Yeah, I think baby's try to do it maybe hopefully next Saturday. Hopefully, if you
Okay.
want to do it next Saturday.
It's not a holiday, is it?
Mm,
Ooh, it's my birthday
I
weekend. Hold on, it's
think
my birthday weekend. I may have
it is. Wait a minute.
yeah, yeah, because the 15th is on a Monday, right?
Right,
Hmm.
that's MLK Day.
Yep.
Yep.
So it's Freezy and MLK Day.
With his selfish self gonna be born the same day as me. What kind of dude is that, bro? What kind of dude is that, man? Martin Luther King.
It's
You know what I'm saying?
supposed to be Freezy Day.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But you know what? We'll see. Let me get back to you on it.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna get out of here, everybody. Thank y'all for watching. If you for whoever watched all the way to the end, thank y'all and thank you everybody for watching and participating as we talked about these subjects and stuff. But we out of here. Peace,
All
y'all.
right, y'all